no Djax, no Alshon. I'm surprised Ertz even played.
Oh yeah, they were. Everyone's like, oh, they're tanking. I go, yes, they are.
Oh, the tank was completely in because you knew that. Because the problem with us is that tie. So even if we beat Washington, we wouldn't have got number 9. We would have got like 10 or 11.
That's what I said. The worst you were playing for was 10. Or yeah, the worst.
Yeah, but how the draft is this year, like you want to get in that like top 6, top 7 because afterwards, like
It's and then well, the one thing that is good for Philly, and we'll talk more on this on Wednesday, is that it is a heavy uh, running uh, what is it, offensive line draft.
it's a heavy line draft. It's a heavy wide receiver draft. It's a heavy quarterback draft at the top.
Yeah.
And if I'm Philly, the first thing I want to do, I either want to get Caleb Farley or Patrick Surtain the second.
The second.
Yeah, get Surtain.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
Yeah, get Surtain. Pair him with Darius Slay, then you actually have that defensive line that you already have built, and then you have the makings of a decent secondary. Because then Jalen Mills can play free safety. That's if they keep him.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, hey, come on, it was Studfeld.
Yeah, that's like saying, "Oh, look, you have Sam Darnold." Ah.
Yeah, and people are like, well, and I was like, wah. With the big smile.
You got some mileage out of that Alexa Bliss.
Yep, that was when she did it to Rhonda.
Yeah.
Like, wah. With that evil smile. I'm like, oh yeah.
So other than that, yeah. So Uncle Peckerhead.
Fucking rocking.
It was fun. It was a fun movie.
And actually, Jason Riddle, the guy who played Matt.
Yeah.
He actually does the music for Duh, and they're actually recording it.
Oh, really? That's cool.
They're actually going to record the music for Duh. It should be out probably in 2021. Yeah, I talked to Matt. I talked to Matt about it. He's like, yeah, Jeff's actually recording it.
Where were they supposed to be based out of in Jersey? Jersey City?
New Jersey. They didn't say.
They didn't say, because from what it looked like it was Jersey City. From where they were.
Well, then the guy said Barrington's like our home away from home.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's more.
Jersey.
That's more North Barrington.
Yeah.
So that's that's like Jersey City area, because I think where they were actually doing the scone bit from was like the Cake Boss shop.
They were probably Jersey City or maybe even like more north.
Yeah.
I could be oh god, what's the county that has a lot of punk bands in it?
Oh god.
Jersey.
Oh, I mean, there's
Bergen,
if you're going Bergen County. I was gonna say if you're going more north, you could be looking at I'm trying to think where is this, like, I mean, Bound Brook has a lot of punk out there, like that area. John, what's Hamilton Street? Hamilton Street is a big thing, and that I think that's what I think that's what the amphitheater was, the theater.
Yeah, I know Bergen County because a lot of bands came from there. Also, Brunswick.
Yeah, the New Brunswick area. That's what I mean. Hamilton.
Brunswick was the Dillinger Escape Plan.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Hamilton Street.
Bergen is Census Failed. One of the members of the Early November, but Ace is actually from Franklinville.
Okay, so yeah, he's central. I was gonna say if you're talking south, I mean it's not more punk, but I mean you have the whole area of like the Stone Pony and.
Oh yeah,
here
there's a lot from Bergen. Then there's Vineland, where the Don't Look Down and 37 Slurp.
The one time you wish CBGBs was still a thing.
Eh,
If it comes to Punk, you know CBGBs would have been the best place to fucking...
oh yeah, CB's was good, but the thing is,
You ever watch
CB's
that?
lost a lot. CB's lost a lot to the Starland Ballroom.
That too, yeah. Starland, because it was cheaper and...
Well, because they didn't have a lot of the bullshit that CB's went through.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the document? Did either one of you ever watch that documentary?
What?
Did either one of you watch the documentary of the CBGBs?
I've seen that years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think I probably have. I just don't remember it.
Am I coming
They
in
have a
fame?
documentary, and then they have an actual movie about it.
Yeah, the
and
movie I've
that
seen.
place was a hellhole.
Oh,
I have the movie. It's got Alan Rickman in it.
Yeah,
Alan
and it's pretty
Rickman.
true to life. So, but god damn, that place was a hellhole.
Yeah, well, I mean, back in that time of the fucking year, was anything really clean? What health inspection? What's that?
Oh yeah. So, how many people have watched season 3 all the way through?
Not yet. I actually started.
I have.
I've been actually kicking it back through because I actually kind of never really watched all of it. So me and Dee are watching it together. I already know most of the spoilers. I already know most of the spoilers. So that spoiling it don't
I have
hurt
an
me.
idea for next week's show. Basically, do the whole show, basically character study and predictions, because there's a lot.
Well, I mean, from what I've heard, our predictions kind of already happened.
No, I mean for season 4.
I know. I'm just saying, for season 3, we kind of already predicted season 3.
Well, season 3, you already knew it was going to happen. But I'm saying, like, the character study, like, because it's all interesting.
Yeah. Hey, did Ryan?
You know what
Is
I mean,
Ryan
John?
not? I was gonna say Ryan's not gonna join us. I take it.
You know what I mean,
haven't
John?
I haven't talked to him.
I sent him a message. So if he wants
He
it,
may
if
not
he,
be around.
yeah, that's fine. I was gonna say if he doesn't want to, if he's not around, he's not around. But
All right, so you watched season 3, John?
I watched every episode. Alicia and I watched all 10.
So fucking good. So fucking good.
Yeah, for Alicia actually to sit there and she's like, I can't wait to get home because we watched 5 episodes on Friday, and then Saturday we had a whole bunch of plans. She goes, we got to get home to watch the last 5.
I watched them all like Friday morning before the game.
No, I won't. I couldn't do all 10 at one time. But no, I watched all of it. It's like there was a few surprises that I didn't see coming. There's the thing that Ronnie, I actually mentioned it to him earlier.
there he is. Hello, Ryan.
What's up, guys?
What's up,
Good.
Rye?
Dude, Johnny's Dojo is so perfect. Eagles are the ones that do the shitting.
God. Ryan, did you watch the Cobra Kai all through yet or no?
Not yet.
Oh, it's so
Oh.
fucking good. Because the thing is, like, what Johnny says in the monologue in the credo of Eagle Fang is so Johnny.
I love you.
Like, it's so funny. It's so just, like, ridiculously badassy funny.
They can hear me.
I'm
Just
sure
like,
you want to buy that shirt,
I don't
too.
care if they can hear me.
Dude, the one they have at official Cobra Kai, it doesn't come in my size. I'm pissed.
I love you.
Love you too, honey.
It's on Twitter and for free.
All right. Might want to mute your mic next time, Ronnie.
Who cares?
They're talking about
Oh,
If we're on iTunes, you might wanna. But,
Oh,
yeah.
well, I can still edit this. We haven't actually started the episode yet, even though we're live.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, yeah. Coming from the guy where I had to edit.
but whenever you throw something
Really?
on it,
Switching?
like whenever like you, oh yeah, here's that, and it's like it's never edited. And so I hear all this banter before the actual show.
Hey, we're live. I have to take time to edit. Fuck it.
Yeah, You might want to work on that.
And the first lady
Anyway,
told me
so-
what I want.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Christopher.
My apologies for trying to look a little bit professional.
Oh yeah, when we're on here talking 30 minutes of politic talk, that's real professional.
Oh boy.
Well, that's where you cut it.
Well, when you stick it in the middle of a conversation once we've already started, it's kind of hard to.
Well, politics thing. I mean, that's whatever it is.
Anyway,
All right, being professional. I'm talking about professional. Is like when somebody opens a podcast and they hear like 15 minutes of just.
oh yeah, well
actual show.
well, there's certain things when we banter that's actually freaking great. Stuff like that I do edit out.
I'm just saying, like when you open up a podcast, you want to hear like, "Hey, this episode is da 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 da." Not like 15 minutes of, "Hey, yeah." So
I don't know how many. So I don't know how many times I've opened up the certain type of podcast that I know of that literally start the same way that we're fucking doing, and they have millions and millions of viewers. So.
All right, just continually, deny, whatever. Anyway, so what I was saying, that the shirt, that Eagle Fang shirt, actually,
And
they have it at the
why
official
aren't-
Cobra Kai store, but it doesn't come in like bigger sizes, which sucks.
Well, that's where you got to go to like Amazon and shit like that and buy a bootleg version of it.
Yeah, they have a bootleg version, but it doesn't have what it says on the back. On the back, it says "Bite like an eagle."
Well, that's where you take it, or that's where you go to the mall kiosk and get it made yourself. Period.
Actually, no, you can't because it's copyright. There's a lot of copyright flags. They
Yeah.
won't do it due to copyright.
You can go on like Redbubble or whatever. I just want one that says "Eagles do the shitting." Eagles are the ones that do the shitting.
You know what?
Well, Ryan doesn't know what that means because he didn't see it yet.
Dude,
so
that
he
could be a
doesn't know.
shirt. That could be a shirt I
That's
fucking
alright.
make and
Yeah.
fucking give to you.
All right, quick, Ryan. Basically, Johnny starts his own dojo. You knew that was coming
Right.
when he said, "You want Cobra Kai? Here, it's yours." So Johnny basically starts his own dojo called Eagle Fang Karate. Now, Eagle Fang makes no fucking sense. The only reason it's Eagle Fang is because they probably would get sued if they wanted it to be Iron Eagle Karate.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, "Well, what's the only animal? A snake might be the king of the jungle, but what animal can devour a snake?" And like somebody's like, "A mongoose." She's like, "No, real animal." He's like, "An eagle." And then there's a part it's like, no longer, and we won't get shit on. Eagles are the ones that are doing the shitting. And straight up Johnny, I mean, that is so Johnny, it's not even funny. It just, it was so perfect. I was cracking my ass.
And
I guess Christian didn't watch the movie this week.
All right, so what I was thinking was next week or whatever, we would just like do almost like a character about like, what was a character study of like the people in Cobra Kai, and then probably give predictions for season 4. That would basically be a break from the movie of the week format.
because it's going to probably be the next couple weeks on both shows are probably going to be light.
Might want to turn the TV down a bit.
Oh,
Holy shit. All right, anyway. I just thought that might be a nice little break from the usual movie of the week format.
yeah, I mean,
Like,
I don't
like special on Cobra Kai.
I don't see why not.
You dig that, John?
I don't care. I've already watched it. It's just that if you want Ryan to participate, he's got to. I don't know if he's got time to watch all 10, but
I might be able to.
Yeah, like basically talk about the characters, like what you think. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, trust me, Alicia and I already had hours. We already had hours of discussion. of what's going to be happening. We think is going to happen in the next season, but she doesn't know a lot about the third movie, so
Yeah.
she
Not
doesn't
only
know.
like what we think's gonna happen, also like, certain characters, like how, like a lot of people were talking about Hawk's revenge. And
Well, like I said, it's gonna. I mean, we'll get into it once everybody's watched it. It's kind
all
of
right,
hard to discuss when two people haven't watched it yet.
yeah,
Because
I think
you and
that'll be
I both
pretty
watched it,
interesting.
but Ryan hasn't and Ronnie hasn't watched it. So it's kind of up in the air.
There you go, Ronnie. Watch them.
I'm already starting again because I'm going back from the beginning. So I'm burning through as many episodes as I can.
We want season 3. Have you watched season 1 and 2 already?
No, that's what I'm saying. I got to go
God.
back and rewatch them. I've had shit going on for the last God knows how long, so I have had no time. I saw Cobra Kai. I saw the first season when it started, when it was still off of YouTube, but I never got a chance to watch season 2. Dee's never seen an episode, so that's why we went back and started season 1.
Okay.
But that's one
Well,
show Alicia actually said she cannot wait for. She could not wait for season 3 to start. And now
all
it
right.
sucks. She's like, I want season 4, damn it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna do that next week. So Ronnie, get on watching.
Oh, that's
Same
not
for Ryan,
hard.
too. Gotta
That's
watch
not
it.
hard.
Good. It's not hard because like the episodes are like what, like
30
almost a
minutes.
half hour long each.
At the most
30
40
minutes.
minutes.
No, well, unless the last one's like the last episode of
The
the season's
last
sort of like
episode
an
was
hour.
40 minutes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Here comes the best. Alexa's back.
All right. Now, all right. Hold on. Don't start the show yet. I'm turning up the sound.
I mean
Let
the
me just
show.
say, I saw a thing today about Bray Wyatt's return, and it's exactly what I fucking told you guys. A
What about?
darker version of the
Oh, about the
Fiend.
Fiend? Yeah.
Ryan, have you seen the meme that's going around with Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton? Have you seen that meme yet?
Oh, I don't think so.
It's where they show Randy Orton and Alexa in the ring where she's standing in the puddle of gas going, I know Randy Orton is hot, but this is ridiculous.
I'm making sure he has nothing left to come back to.
Stop! Just stop! Challenge you in here with me in the ring.
Oh, this.
Is it wrong that I think she's hot?
No, because I bet you so many other people will think that. No, just
Rumble.
oh God, another one.
Well, probably it'll be an actual match and not like the John Cena thing.
Yeah.
Now, do you think we're going to get the Fiend back soon, or do you think it's going to be closer to the Rumble?
I think it's going to be during the Rumble.
I think you're gonna see teases of it, and he'll be back like the go home show of the Rumble.
Either they'll be back in the go home show of the Rumble or the Rumble itself.
The problem is though, is we were saying this the other day, is that after this whole thing with Randy, there's nobody for him to feud with. So now this new side of him is gonna be someone he can go and feud with more. And I want to know if what Chris predicted is right. If Brian Danielson's gonna have any part in this.
I think I realized why I couldn't do it. And it's because, just like everyone else that's faced the Fiend has said, when you face the Fiend, something in you changes, and that's what happened. Because of that, because I faced the Fiend and I changed, I showed Alexa Bliss restraint. Therefore, I showed Alexa Bliss compassion and mercy. And for that,
I'm listening to everything like just seconds after each other.
Yeah,
Fucking
right. So am I. I'm hearing that too.
that hatred for myself, that newfound hatred, I can mold it.
Randy needs to go to Cobra Kai. No mercy, man.
Strike hard,
Turn
strike
that shit
fast.
down a little bit before I sweep the leg.
Yeah.
Put him in a body bag.
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
Yeah, the actor passed away. They had during one of the episodes. They actually had I think during the first episode, they had a tribute to him at the end.
Who's that?
The actor. Do you remember? You saw the original Karate Kid, right?
Yeah.
Remember at the end when Daniel was fighting Johnny, that one guy goes, "Put him in a body bag." Yeah, at the end, that actor really passed away.
Oh, isn't that ironic?
And it's funny when he well, not funny, but during I think it was season 2, the actor died on the show, and not too long after the show, he passed away for real.
Oh, no, that's even better, bro.
Yeah, and then you have the guy who's the preacher, and that was the guy who was like, Daniel, I'm sorry.
Bobby. That was Bobby.
Yeah. And
You know what?
Bobby's now like a pastor.
I have to.
Yeah, but oh my god.
Share with you guys the coolest fucking Christmas gift ever.
What? What?
I just sent it.
Oh shit. What is it?
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Nice.
Isn't it? And then I didn't notice till the next day, but it's got the bloody crucifix on it too.
The upside down bloody crucifix at that.
Right.
Oh my god, that is beautiful.
I have to fill in that spot next to it. I'm going original Evil Dead.
Oh, there you go.
Can't go wrong with
How
Bruce
big
Campbell.
are those? Are those just how big are those?
The Nightmare one is I think like 10 by 8, and the canvas I think is like 14 by 16.
Oh, so you like this? So on New Year's, someone goes to me and goes, "You know what the greatest horror comedy movie is?" And I go, "Okay, what?" They go, "Bet you never seen it. The Evil Dead films." I go, "Oh, really?" I was gonna say, wait.
Well, actually,
really?
it'd be Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 3 was more comedy than it was horror.
Oh yeah.
Evil Dead 2 was more comedy.
Yeah,
than
it was.
horror.
Evil Dead 1 was not comedy at all. It was supposed to be a horror film. And then Bruce Campbelled it up in 2 and 3.
Well, Evil Dead 1 was like a student film.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Evil Dead 2 was just a reshoot of Evil Dead 1 with more advanced fucking technologies.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Evil Dead 3.
And then they gave us Army of Darkness and then a super shitty remake.
Yeah. I don't know. I actually like the remake.
Oh, with some Christmas gift card, I bought a Blu-ray. I bought like a shaver because I needed to buy another. And then I bought a $4.99 Blu-ray, which is one of my favorite indie movies. Probably one of the first indie movies that got me into indie movies.
What's that?
Run, Lola, Run.
Oh, fucking great movie.
Hell yeah.
Fucking great movie.
I've actually never seen it.
Oh.
Have any of you guys ever seen Cannibal the musical?
Yes.
Oh, fucking great.
Yeah, I saw that.
Great.
I saw Lola Rent back when I was, what was it, like my first week of college. Like it was the actual German version, Lola Rent. And then they had Run, Lola, Run. I'm like, oh, same thing. It's just they had
American.
English. Yeah, and that's what started my a little bit of a love affair with Franco Potente.
Yeah. So the kid, the dude goes to me and goes, "Oh, Army of Darkness." I go, "Oh, you mean this is my boomstick?" Like, come on.
Oh no, you want to talk about the best campy horror movies that you want? I'm sending it in the chat right now. Ryan will pop for it instantly.
But no, in
Oh,
Fuck
good old bloodsucker
yes!
freaks.
yes, but
Yeah.
but I'm sorry. Ryan, you really hold on. So, for anyone that does not know what this is from Real to Heal. We are here to review Uncle Peckerhead, but fuck all the people that are trying to sell their shit on our channel. Bye bye.
Want to become famous?
We already
Whatever.
we already are in our own minds. We're the UCF of Twitch channels.
Oh, God.
Oh, and this is From Real to Heal. On today's episode, we will be reviewing Uncle Peckerhead, as well as what we normally do, wrestling talk and other witty movie banter. With that being said, Ryan, you really did not like the Evil Dead remake?
I did not like the remake. No.
I didn't mind
This
the...
is From Real to Heal. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
From Real to Heal. Yeah. All right.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Evan Ronnie, and with me, as always...
Side trips and wappy fucking New Year. This rocking it in.
This is a turf war, motherfuckers. And...
The Zombie Master and Happy fucking New Year. Thank God 2020's fucking over.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
2021 started the exact same way.
Oh, as R-Truth as a former 24/7 champion, and Notre Dame losing.
And our special guest again,
Yes.
once again with us.
The hooligan Ryan Shaw. And dude, we're only 4 days into 2021. It's about to be like fucking hold my beer.
Yeah, like I said, all these years it just slaps like a twisted tea.
Dude. Okay, Ryan, you're gonna pop for the next scene. You'll remember it. You'll pop for it when I send it to you in the clip.
Oh my.
I own this on DVD, man.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
but,
so good.
But yeah,
As if, the funny thing is, as if 2021 couldn't start with a more dubious, dumb thing. We have the phone call tapes. That's all I'm saying.
oh god, yeah,
One
I know.
more, Ryan. One more for you. Remember this scene?
That is just. I'm sorry. That is just dumb.
What?
Dude, he
The
was just
phone call
thirsty. He
tapes.
just
That's
started
it's just.
fucking sucking it out with his straw.
And somebody said, like, did he know he was being taped? Who cares? You don't say that dumb shit.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, at least the stream we know works.
Yeah, you don't say that dumb shit. I mean, how dumb do you? Well, yeah. Look who it is. So yeah.
Uncle Peckerhead. Literally.
Dude, Uncle Peckerhead's not even that dumb. But
I think, not to cut you off, Chris, but I definitely think we might have to go over Blood-Sucking Freaks one night.
all right.
We're going to have
For
to
sure.
go through the... Oh, I mean, because that movie's just... We can't... Unfortunately, with that, if anybody wants to see pictures of that, unfortunately, we will not be listing pictures for that show. And you know,
Yeah.
and anybody who knows the movie knows why.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, I tell you guys, I found a copy online of Justice Ninja Style.
Oh fuck
Got it.
yeah.
Oh, so you got to get it to us somehow.
Oh, for sure.
There we
Oh
go.
boy.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Is like, could 2021 start in any more of a 2020 way? That was the ultimate hold my beer right there. Like, how dumb can 2021 get? It can't be. I mean, 2021 can't get as dumb as 2020. Oh yeah, hold my beer.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
We've
we've already had our first death hoax of the year. Tanya, it was reported earlier today that Tanya Roberts passed away. It's not true. She's still
Oh,
alive. She's not doing
So
well,
we
but
have a
she is
death
still alive.
hoax. So we have a
So we
death
still
hoax.
got Midge?
What's that?
We still got Midge?
Yeah, but her health is, the outlook is not very promising. They haven't disclosed what's wrong with her, but she is still alive. Her boyfriend publicist said she was dead when she wasn't.
Well, that's fun.
Damn. So we have a death hoax, and then we have the idiot in office basically on tape with the dumbest fucking phone call. Oh my god. I mean, you can't even get really angry at this thing. All you can do is just laugh at how stupid it is.
yeah. I mean,
He's
that's
trying, dude. It is like on par with that of like a mob boss. The
I mean,
problem is,
I mean, New Yorker.
yeah, but no, I'm saying it's on par with like that of a mob boss. The problem is, it's recorded that he's the president.
I'm saying, remember, New Yorker. Is anyone shocked about this shit?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude. There's totally video of the president-elect like inappropriately touching children, and people are okay with that.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Inappropriately what?
Touching children.
What was this, like way back in the day?
No, this happened all the way like through his vice presidency and beyond. He's a fucking pedophile.
Oh, what are you talking about? Like the sniffing hair? Oh god.
No, I'm talking about like touching children inappropriately.
Mm-hmm. Somehow I don't believe that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no reason, even for a photo op, where like your hand should be cupping a child's breast.
Okay, and then we have the other one that actually wanted to bang his daughter. So, you know, neither here nor there. Let's move on.
Okay. Oh God. So, all right. So, hold on. I actually want to get down to the bottom of this because this is actually I want to actually know the reasoning. Because now I got to dial back third time. Ryan, Evil Dead. What did you
All right,
not?
look,
Yeah.
it didn't follow the original movie enough for me. It was a failed retelling of Evil Dead, and it was too effects driven.
Okay. Because
What?
Evil Dead the remake.
The
The
remake?
the remake tried to have some of the comedy elements, but also it amped up the gore.
Oh, yeah, it definitely amped up the gore.
But they also, I'm sorry, they made some of the people so damn dumb.
Right.
Like the Necronomicon wrapped in a garbage bag with barbed wire around it. Let's cut the barbed wire off. What is wrong with you?
Oh, that's totally something safe.
It's like if something is wrapped in barbed wire and it says "Do not open," "Do not unwrap," "Do not open," you don't go. Let me see here. Oh, I got some wire cutters right here. Like what is wrong with you? And then do not read it in Latin. Oh, look, it's in Latin. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I mean, the thing is, like, if it's trying to be a remake that's like smart, like Scream, they should know right off the bat that book, Latin. Don't read it.
Well, the same thing can be said about the one scene that everybody talked about from the original that they didn't show was the whole tree scene, the tree raping scene. But in the remake, they amped that up big time.
Oh, the remake, they showed that and then some.
Right.
The remake, man, that tree was like, my mind's telling me no, but my body. Now, that tree saw nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
No.
Not at all.
See, there was rumors though that if the TV show did well, They were going. Sam Raimi was going to come out and do a, what is it? Like another one, like another Evil Dead, but with both of them, like an alternate universe to where Bruce Campbell meets up with
The girl.
the girl, and they both fight off the undead,
Deadites?
the Deadites. Yeah.
The prop. I mean, the thing is, that's the only way to really have the universe continue. Because after Ash versus the Evil Dead, like,
Well, that was the plan, and I'm sorry. Apparently, 3 seasons to a movie studio wasn't enough to get them funding for a fucking another movie.
seriously.
Seriously.
Even though the Evil Dead remake actually did pretty much
Yeah.
gangbusters.
That's exactly what I said. I go, that did that. That got Ash vs. the Evil Dead. And then Ash vs. the Evil Dead did another 3 seasons, made fucking money off of it on TV, and it wasn't enough for a movie studio to be like, yeah, we'll let you do another movie.
The remake did gangbusters, like, in the theaters, like, for the first month it was on.
And then
I bought
everybody
the whole
saw it.
series on. I bought the whole series on Blu-ray. So
Dude,
Yeah, for the opening month it did gangbusters.
I was like, oh, and I liked, because I took it as alternate universe, not as a remake, as a alternate universe of,
Absolutely not, dude. Ash's car is on the side of the fucking cabin. It's not an alternate universe.
but that was the original idea, because that's why Sam Raimi's like, yeah, I'll do a female one. She's not Ash, someone completely different.
Ashley.
Yeah, right, Ashley. But that's kind of why it was like, yeah, it's like it was a retelling, a reimagining, but it wasn't a remake. It was
like the sequel.
yeah, the prequel sequel.
It was
It's
terrible.
one of those infamous words. It was a reimagining.
Which all I have to say is Sam Raimi is doing the new Spider-Man movie. I'm all fucking in, and Bruce Campbell better make a fucking cameo.
Why wouldn't he?
Because he's in every fucking Spider-Man that Sam Raimi did in 1, 2, and 3.
You know, they're working on an Evil Dead universe game that crosses over between the movie and the show and shit.
Then that might, dude. They need to keep making, because that's a lost art nowadays. The horror comedy is a fucking lost art. They're trying to do it again with Scream, because they're trying to make another Scream film.
I don't know. I actually didn't. I did not hate the Evil Dead 2013 film. I didn't hate it.
No, I liked it. I liked it. I liked the fact that it was a little more. It was the fact that they upped the gore. Because as much as as much as everyone says, oh, I remember Ash and the Deadites and all that, I go, do you really remember 1? Or do you remember 2 and 3? Because 2 and 3 were where Bruce Campbell kind of shined. The first one's, I hate saying it, not really that good.
No, it's the introduction of the Deadites. I mean, you get to see the girl that was right by the tree turn, Linda turns.
But people have but I'm saying people have like all the rose-colored glasses on how great 1 was. I'm like, 1 really wasn't that good.
Army of Darkness is my personal favorite.
Exactly.
But the original Evil Dead movie is a close second. It was early Nicotero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was K&B.
Yep.
Early
Bruce.
It was early, horror claymation.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like your normal run of the mill, like Exorcist style possession movie.
No.
It was a demonic possession movie, but they could inhabit, things on Earth. They could inhabit plants and trees and shit and use that to spread. Like, that was pretty fucking revolutionary for the time.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
there's
revolutionary.
certain scenes in that movie that get me every time when he's trying to say the words Nictu, Rata.
Oh, Klaatu, Barata,
And then the other scene that gets me is when all the mini Ashes are trying to get inside of him, and he goes, when he pours the hot water down his throat, and they go, "My fair lady." Oh God, I love that scene. I just love that scene in the windmill.
It's such a great movie. They're trying, like, honestly, I think a great game would be oh crap, is like you said, they're making an Evil Dead game. If they make a game almost like how like Friday the 13th was, or like Predator, where you play as like five Deadites going after Ash, and Ash has all these powers to kill you, and you have your powers to try to get him.
Dude, there's a fucking Evil Dead tabletop game.
Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, almost like a Death by Daylight.
And there's also an Evil Dead. There is an Evil Dead game for PS1.
Yeah.
Or PS2. There is one. I have it somewhere.
Oh, yeah, the Evil Dead games for...
Terrible. The PS game is terrible.
Oh, they're awful.
A tabletop game that's centered in the cabin sounds fucking awesome.
Oh, I remember one for PlayStation 2. It was I forgot. I think it was Ash versus Evil Dead or something like that. And
it's called Hail to the King.
Yeah, it was literally like a bad dude style beat 'em up.
Like it had a ridiculously long name.
Yeah, it's Ash versus Evil Thing. Hail to the King.
Yeah, and it was literally like a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the Deadites would just keep coming and coming and coming. It's like you can't get through a scene without having about 6,000 fucking Deadites coming out after you, and you can't beat it.
It's like fucking Resident Evil.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But it was easier to kill them.
Yeah, the zombies were a hell of a lot easier to kill than the damn Deadites.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, too. You think of iconic weapons to kill zombies with, or Deadites, whatever you want to call them. Ash has two. The fucking chainsaw for an arm and the fucking boomstick.
Yeah, well,
yes.
Yeah, then you
my
upgrade
boomstick
to get ridiculous.
Oh, dude, it got... Those movies went and turned the fucking violence up to 11. Anything from the movie, from the TV show was just was cranked up to 11. He's banging a chick in the bathroom, and she turns into a Deadite and then turns back while he's still trying to finish. It's like, okay, yeah, that's a thing.
Oh yeah, like I don't know. I liked the remake. I had no issue with it. I mean, it came out at a time when horror was horrible.
Yeah, it got lost in the shuffle. That it did do.
I mean, it came out like I think when Prom Night tried to do a remake, and it was awful.
Oh God, I forgot about Prom.
Remember PG-13 Prom Night?
Yeah, I remember. I forgot. I try to forget about Prom Night.
I remember when I bought a DVD and it had a free ticket to Prom Night. So I used a free ticket. I went back to the thing. I was like, yo, can I get my money back? I was like, man, I want a refund.
But it was free. Yeah, it was a waste of a free ticket.
It was it was free. Yeah, they should have paid me to watch that movie. I mean, that was awful.
I mean, listen, I don't walk out of that many movies. If I have to fucking walk out of a film, you know it's bad. And I've sat through some shit. I paid money and sat through some shit.
I watched my dad walk out of one movie and one movie only. And that was Dracula 2000.
Oh, God, that was terrible.
Was that the Keanu Reeves one?
No, that's the one that had
Danny
Masterson.
That was Danny Masterson. Okay, that was Danny Masterson. The Scientologist.
Oh, that was the one where like Dracula was in New Orleans or something.
Yeah, it was terrible. Absolutely horseshit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we could do a list of bad horror movies that we've seen over the years. Trust me, there is a long, long list. It's
Let
like,
me see.
that's where you like hold my beer.
Dude, I don't know, because there's some bad movies coming down the pipeline. Like the new shitty Cinderella. Which, bro, Billy Porter is your fairy godmother.
What's it going to be, like Cinderella live action with the songs cut out like Mulan?
Probably. I mean, Camabello. I can't fucking pronounce her fucking name. She's Cinderella.
Who?
Camilla, the girl that sings Havana.
Camilla what?
Cabriello.
Okay.
Yeah, she sings. She's a singer. Oh, the one that made me laugh was James Gordon or Corden is a. Oh, he is. Oh my God, this is perfect fucking casting. I didn't even. I saw a footman. I didn't know he was a mouse. He's playing the fat mouse. And you know
It's
this,
the Bro Show.
bro.
Well, it's the bro show.
So the one thing that I saw, and this is how I know about this movie, the one thing that I saw that pissed a lot of people off, and I'm like, whatever. Hey, you're gonna kill this movie anyway. Might have go down in a fiery punk of shit. Billy Porter, your fairy godmother.
Okay.
Gay black drag queen is your fairy godmother. I'm like, just get RuPaul then.
Man, it's a good thing that I stopped watching the Disney live actions after Beauty and the Beast.
Listen,
I
I'm
stopped
sorry.
watching it after fucking Aladdin.
I'm sorry, but
I didn't see Aladdin.
no, I didn't see Aladdin either. And
Aladdin
I
was
saw
terrible.
I-
Because I'm sorry, Will Smith was trying to be Robin Williams.
You never
Yeah,
had
yeah,
a friend
sure.
like me.
Da-da-da.
Will Smith is no Robin Williams. Okay, so right there, movie shot.
I mean, dude, I saw this though, and I saw Billy Porter, and I started laughing. I'm like, listen, if you're gonna go with a gay guy to be the fairy godmother, you might as well fork up the money and go RuPaul. Just full it up. Like, I don't know how Billy. I really could care less, but I saw this and I'm like, really? You're just gonna go? All right, whatever.
Well, are they actually gonna have songs in it? Or
I
no?
don't know. That's the thing. At least, listen, Emma Roberts wasn't a good singer, but Emma Roberts at least tried. You have a woman who's playing Cinderella that is a legit singer who has Grammys.
Yeah.
So you should be doing singing. If you don't, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you.
I look up to the Michigan boo, the bibbity bobbity boo.
Dude,
Come on.
It's one of those things where it's like,
I mean, that's why Beauty and the Beast worked out so well. Was because Beauty and the Beast was so good because it was basically a shot-for-shot remake of the animated.
like everyone's like, oh, well, The Lion King was good. I go, The Lion King sucked dick.
Now you got to get a death metal version. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
You get the greatest French singer ever, Jussie Smollett. I'm sorry, if you're gonna go that, you should have done like, if you want to do a singer to do it, you should do oh God, Danny Glover.
Oh,
Donald Glover?
Yeah, no,
Donald Glover,
Donald
not Danny.
Donald
not
Glover.
Danny Glover.
Sorry, his son.
I'm too old for that shit.
Danny Glover would be like, I'm too old for this shit.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo, I'm too old for this shit.
Where, like, I mean, that's why I stopped. When I saw Aladdin and I saw the dailies, I was like, yep, I don't
Oh,
need to
dude,
see Aladdin.
dude, the minute I told you that Mulan Yan fucking didn't have any singing, you're like, fuck this shit.
Because the best part of Mulan was, like, the to be a man thing. Like,
Yeah.
be a man.
Or no, how about
That's the best part
Or
of it
how
all.
about the fact that they did a song of The whole opening scene of that fucking movie is like the most powerful song in the movie. Nope, cut out.
Here comes the girl that WWE forgot.
And then we're getting a live action
Well, yeah, Peyton Royce, and then you have Lacey Evans, a girl nobody wants to see.
who she's been posting nothing but bra and panty photos on her Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, Lacey Evans?
Yes. I was gonna say
Lacey is showing everybody her laces.
yeah, but she's also showing, hey WWE, I can be sexy too. Fuck you.
So Lacey Evans now has a trucker hat now?
Yeah. But Billie Kay is trying so hard to be on her own, but she needs somebody to play off of.
Lacey the legend. Oh god.
Lacey the legend.
So yeah, now we're also gonna get a live action Tom and Jerry.
Oh dear sweet Jesus.
Well, the good news is they're doing it like how the Muppets, how like the Smurfs were, where Tom and Tom and Jerry is CGI.
Tom and Jammy.
Tom and Jerry are CGI, and everyone else is kind of like what they did with with the Looney Tunes movies.
Yeah, well, there was already a Tom and Jerry movie at one point, which was terrible.
Tom and Jerry are not gonna talk in this. They've already said that.
If you are a fan of the Nostalgia Critic, watch his review of it. It's hysterical.
But then you know what movie I'm waiting for? And it's February 26th. It's a movie called Nobody. It's in the John Wick universe, but it's based off another hitman in that universe.
Okay.
It looks fucking amazing.
Oh, it looks good.
Oh, it looks amazing. I can't wait.
So, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just there's so many better movies that look like that are coming out that either will, I don't know if they're going to be streaming or if they're going to be, but Disney's not really killing it this year. They're not going to kill it. They're not killing it this year. It's going to be HBO. All the movies on HBO are going to freaking destroy Disney this year.
So Warner Brothers is going to destroy Disney.
Oh yeah, dude! Mortal Kombat, The Legends of Nork. You got all the new Suicide Squad movie. You got the new
Dune.
Dune's gonna. My God, dude! Dune's gonna freaking destroy everything. That movie looks amazing.
Is that the remake of the '84 Dune?
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're going strictly off the first book.
I hated that movie. I really did.
And they've said that
are they going to make it interesting? Because Dune got really fucking boring.
Yeah, that it did.
I mean, the only person in that movie I thought was somewhat entertaining was Sting.
Sting.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that kept me going. Because at the time I was a fan of the Police. That's the only reason why.
How about Kong versus Godzilla coming out this year? Really, dude? No, I want to see King Kong fight. I want to see a kaiju fight.
No interest.
There's another Saw movie coming out this year.
Oh yeah, it's Spiral. With
Chris Rock. That looks freaking weird as shit.
That one looks interesting.
Chris Rock and Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
I have had it with these motherfucking games in this motherfucking warehouse.
Oh my God.
And yet we're getting a new Conjuring? Why?
Yeah, The Conjuring 3.
The Conjuring.
The
devil made me do it.
It's not a haunted house one. It's actually something else.
And they changed it from March 5th to June 11th because they are hoping for a theater release. Ghostbusters.
I've been waiting for that one for a while.
For a theatrical release?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like because they moved it because originally it was supposed to be March 5th.
And you know what commercial I'm sick of seeing already? That stupid nacho fries with the guy from Stranger Things.
With Joe Keery, the one that just came on.
The Craving, yeah. Fucking hate that commercial.
Are you
Well,
looking
it
forward?
would make sense to do that more during Halloween, but
Yeah. Are you looking forward for the new Venom?
when it comes out,
Yeah, not now, obviously, but I'm saying getting Woody Harrelson as Carnage. Kind of hoping for Shriek.
I don't know about that. I mean, the original, I saw the first Venom. I wasn't really a mega fan of it. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. It wasn't all the hype that people put under it.
So John, are you gonna watch the Uncharted movie since you're an Uncharted fan?
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I am waiting for that. But even though I found out what it's going to be about, I'm not crazy about it, but I'll still watch it. It's a
I'm not.
prequel, basically.
I'm not feeling Tom Holland as Nathan Drake.
Because here's the thing: it's supposedly if you've played the games,
Yeah.
just after his brother gets him out of the orphanage, that's kind of where it picks up with Sully when him and Nathan meet together and have lunch or dinner, whatever the fuck that is.
All I have to say is Marky Mark as Sully. I'm in for that.
I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. Sully needs to be played by. I mean, I don't know. I'm still gonna go see it, regardless, because I fucking love the Uncharted game.
I want to know who the hell Antonio Banderas is gonna be.
Wherever the fuck he wants to be.
I know, right?
no.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
no
trying
shit,
to think
but
of what character could he possibly be, and I can't for the life of me think of what character. There's a few characters he could be, but I doubt they're gonna go down that road unless they follow the game's true story, which I doubt it. I mean, the only thing I'm scared about is that they're going to do with this what they did to Resident Evil.
yeah.
I'm afraid of that, and I love the Resident Evil games, and I couldn't wait for the movie. The first one was okay, then they started getting hokey after that.
I have one other question. So this, I'm just looking at through what they've announced. Has anyone seen Don't Breathe?
I see
Not
what?
I, sir.
Chris?
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on it?
Yeah, they have the sequel coming out, and I'm just like,
That's
okay.
that's what I'm going to. I'm like, what?
What movie are you talking about?
Don't Breathe. It's about a blind man that they. What was it? They try to steal from a blind man's house.
That's been out in the theaters already.
They're making a sequel.
Oh God, the first one was bad enough.
That's what I'm saying.
And the thing is, like, as soon as they vilified him, it's like, so why is there a sequel? And they killed him.
No, they didn't. He survived. If you watch the end credits, they take him out on a stretcher. He ain't dead.
Okay.
And then,
But he'd be
dead.
like freaking locked up forever.
But the only people that survived was the girl from the gang, and the little girl, and I think it's her little sister. Those were the only survivors. Everybody else was killed.
we get Halloween Kills, and oh my god, Anthony Michael Hall has a fucking acting gig. Holy shit.
All
That
right.
motherfucker needs work. There's some good movies coming out this year. It's just, how is it gonna get done because of, listen, they're gonna open theaters probably in July, if I had to guess. How many people are really gonna go to theaters
I'm not.
throughout this whole year?
I don't know if I will.
Yeah, no.
So how are they gonna do? That's what I'm saying, is how are they gonna do all this if no one's gonna go?
What they're going to end up doing? You know what they're going to end up doing, dude? Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
You know what they're going to end up? They're going to do exactly what HBO Max is doing. They're going to find a streaming service that can run parallel with the theaters.
Well, then it's gonna be Amazon.
It's going to be either Amazon or, I dare say it could be Netflix too.
Well, the one thing HBO Max is doing right is, hey, you have HBO Max? All right, first 30 days or 31 days, and then you have to pay for it.
Well, if you have HBO, then you have HBO Max.
But you get what I mean. I'm saying is they're doing it right. Like unlike well Disney, I don't know what Disney's doing now after Mulan failed.
Oh, that was terrible.
Because I know they straight up released the movie Soul, which was actually pretty good.
I haven't watched it because I don't have Disney Plus, and everybody that I've said this to, I get dirty ass comments for it, so I should be expecting none less. I could give two shits about the fucking Mandalorian. I don't care. Don't care.
All I gotta say is with Mandalorian is Jon Favreau saved Star Wars.
You know what it is, and you know what it is. If I see one more thing of that damn baby Yoda, I'm gonna strangle it.
Dude, okay, so you want to know something?
It's everywhere.
Yeah, and so were the fucking Pogs when the Pogs were the biggest thing to hit theaters. Those fucking furry ass birds. It was the cash cow. It just happens to be Baby Yoda.
I mean, I just, you know what? Star Wars to me, it's always going to be Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi. That's Star Wars to me because I grew up during the original. And I saw the original's first run in the theaters. Yeah, I'm old as fuck. I get it. But that's beside the point.
I sadly went to see the shitty remakes in theaters.
I went to go see those too.
No, I meant not when I say remakes, I mean like the
original with added scenes.
Yeah, the added scenes where they took out, well, not like not like E.T. where they took out the guns.
No, this is where they had Jabba the Hutt walking around and Han Solo steps on him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've sat through all 9 of the Star Wars movies, and I'm sorry, the original 3 are the only 3 that stand the test of time.
What, you don't like no Jar Jar? God damn it! I hate fucking Jar Jar Binks.
You start talking Jar Jar, I'm gonna slap you through the laptop.
Do it. Fucking do it.
Jar Jar, greatest Sith Lord ever. Just saying.
I fucking hate Jar Jar.
Oh God.
That fucking
Jar Jar.
Jar Jar's like fucking racist as shit.
I won't even make a bad impression of that because I can't stand that fucking thing.
Hey! It got Ray Park in a Star Wars film. I'm cool. I'm good.
Oh, Darth Maul was balls out. Was killer. I love the Darth Maul character. That's the only thing that saved the first one was fucking Darth Maul.
Damn you, Ryan.
No, we are stopping. Is that a slam on me, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, did anyone see the meme of the conspiracy theory joke saying, where are the curves in the Death Star? Hashtag flat Death Star. I'm like, really? We're going to go with a flat Earth joke on...
Clerks 2 brought up a really good argument for Star Wars. And that's the destruction of the second Death Star. Like, it wasn't even completed. It was just full of contractors.
Well, I mean, if you're...
Flair screwed over Charlotte.
I mean, if you go with that logic, then why the fuck did they build a planet? And literally, why did they build a planet in the 7th one?
But you know what?
They literally blew up a planet with everybody on it. Why did they have to do that?
Because they're evil.
Who, the villains or the heroes? And depends on what you look at is where you consider which one's a which.
That's true, because I can't stand fucking rebel scum.
You know, and it's like I have nothing against people who love Star Wars. If you love Star Wars, God bless you. You know, that's fine. I have just heard I have heard it's the Mandalorian is just being shoved down my throat. And I'm sorry when you take something like that and you tell me you gotta watch it. I don't want to watch it because you're gonna burn. I'm burnt out on it, and I haven't even watched a minute of it. You know, it's just I don't know. I just never had any desire to watch it. But
It is it's the way.
Hobble your geriatric ass to the back, Rick.
Damn, Charlotte said, I don't want you here. God damn it.
They fought once before, and now all of a sudden they're doing it again. I thought
It was all good until she lost.
God, they should not do a pan up with Harry with Drew's chest like that. It looked like A-Train for a minute.
Good old Tensai.
Dude, with the black and that, it looked like Benoit.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, that's a legend that's never. That's a legend that they.
Holly?
No, Bob Holly.
Yeah,
and then we have it's Drew McIntyre and the Gangs of New York Sheamus. Oh God, it's the
hey, you guys think Booker T's finally gonna come for Hulk Hogan tonight?
Oh God.
Hey Chris, does Sheamus look like somebody that you used to be quote unquote friends with? We just need someone on the South Streets of Philly, right?
Wait, what?
Sheamus looks like someone that's South Philly's finest.
Oh God.
Well, we're talking about Rocky.
No. There's some indie guys that Chris used to make fun of that literally would dress like Sheamus.
Yeah.
You know what's sad? Hulk is getting shorter.
That or Jimmy Hart's getting taller.
Jesus. Hogan used to be Drew McIntyre's height.
It's those steroids, brother.
I lost about 5 inches of height, brother.
No into my dick, brother.
Well, I banged Bubba the Love Sponge wife, brother. God damn it.
Oh, God.
Oh, Maron. Yeah, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, eat my shitty spaghetti, and get the fuck out of my face. Anyone remember? Does anyone remember Pastamania?
Pastamania, brother.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Drew doing a Hogan? Oh, Lord. Claymore Mania? Oh, God. Don't tell me there's going to be a Claymore Mania shirt now.
I bet you there will be.
Yeah.
God, I'm surprised that suit still fits Jimmy.
Train, drink your beers, eat your bratwurst, brother.
Well, apparently his ex-wife got so offensive that she lost about 80 pounds and looks like Brooke now.
She wants to look like her. I haven't seen Brooke in forever.
Well, that's because she wants to get back with Hulk, and she knows that like he fucks 19-year-olds.
Well, so what? She's got to look like his daughter.
Yep. Well, do you guys not remember the pictures of him like being really weird and putting lotion on his daughter's legs?
Have you not seen his girl? Did you not see his ex-girlfriend?
His daughter's.
You mean his wife?
Is his wife still now? Oh, sorry.
I've seen when I'll tell you a fact. So Alicia and I went to go meet Ric Flair, and when we were in the room that Ric Flair was in, Hogan was in. It was Hogan, Beefcake, and somebody else. I forget who else. We walked into the room. Alicia goes, "Is that Hogan?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, the first words out of her mouth, and I'll never forget. She goes, "What the fuck happened to him?" And she goes,
"If I ever met Hulk Hogan, my first words to him."
Brooke? I go, "No, that's his wife." She goes, "That's his wife?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "He's trying to screw his daughter or something?" Like, no, we won't go down that road.
Yeah, let's not.
Put me in a room with Hogan, I will flip him off and get right in his face and tell him he's a fucking whore.
You know what? I've always wanted to meet Hogan, and I had the opportunity. I could have met him that day, but I was not going to pay the prices he was asking that day.
Nah,
You
dude,
want
fuck.
to know how much he was charging that day?
A C note?
Take a guess. How
A
much he was
hundo.
charging for
Hundo.
an autograph, photo op, and an inscription?
Well, if you want one of each, he's probably charging $350
For everything?
for everything.
5 bills.
$300 for a photo, $300 for an autograph, and $50 for for him to inscribe your name on it.
Yeah, you can suck my
$650
dick.
for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can suck my dick.
Do you think that he would inscribe a picture from his lawsuit and inscribe it, "My penis is not the size of a school thermos"?
I don't even know. I can't even.
Like, if I'm gonna pay $650, that's what I want. The customer's always right. Sign it, you fucking steroid monkey.
No, sign it, you whore.
All right. Hey, Hogan, here's an extra $50. You fucking whore, now sign it.
So, all right.
All right,
So,
look at me when you sign your name.
so other news. I'm not going to go into Wrestle Kingdom because I know John has not seen it yet.
No, and I want to, so don't spoil it.
I already know spoilers because I have not watched any of the matches yet, but I already know spoilers. What else happened? I know that,
I know Okada wants to get all the groups together and do a mega.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Real quick. Chris, did you hear about this?
Yeah, don't care. There it is.
Okay, why don't you care?
Because it's not going to happen. And
Well, even if not WWE, let's just say it is like guys like ROH, AEW, and New Japan.
He wants to have AEW, NWA, WWE, Ring of Honor, New Japan, All Japan do a mega show. All those egos in one room.
I can tell you right now.
Fucking gonna happen.
They used to do big shows like that all the time back in the 90s and shit, though.
Yeah, but it's.
I can tell you right now, the two of the hardest people to get to do that would be All Japan and WWE.
No, I think.
For sure, dude.
And Vince.
WWE will never be in the same building as AEW. Never in the same building.
But I brought this up too. I go.
Didn't Triple H recently say that he's open to cross promotion?
Yep. With New Japan.
There's one problem that's holding that up. Vince fucking McMahon. Period.
I think it's holding it up with main roster, but I think Triple H could get away with using NXT guys.
I was gonna say, here's one thing that stops all this. All someone has to do is going, I'm gonna go do it. And if they have enough clout, guys like is Vince really gonna get a fucking hard on if say like Cena goes and does it, or Triple H goes and does it, or Shawn Michaels wants to go wrestle somebody that are still under contract?
If John Cena's like, hey, I'm gonna go do this show, you can guarantee Vince McMahon's gonna put his name on that line and get paid for his talent.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm like, you really think if somebody just says, and I'm not talking to like a guy like Kevin Owens or Seth Rollins. I'm talking about like one of their big stars. If they turn around and go, I'm fucking doing it, even if it's for like, it's for Brody, I can see the Fiend do it. What's he gonna do? Fire him? All right, I'll take the Fiend to AEW. Bye.
But you know what? Something like that, I get it. But
that reminds me of that Paul Heyman fucking story where I don't know if he was fucking with people or not. Whenever Brock broke the streak, like, if Brock decided to shoot on Taker, legitimately beat him, what the fuck's Vince going to do about it? Fire him?
And that's the same thing.
Guy that broke the streak.
And that's the same thing with Punk. Oh, I had the title. I'm leaving. What's Vince going to do? Fire me? All right, I still have the title. I can go walk around to any company and defend that title. I'm still technically the WWE champion.
Right.
All right. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get this out, Chris, and then you can say what you want. The one thing I said before, you're never gonna. The egos that would be in that building, there's no building big enough to hold all those egos. I'm sorry.
Between
Vince's ego, the Bucks, Cody, go on. The list goes on. There are so many egos that would be involved in that, and I'm not even mentioning the. I didn't even include Chris's favorite, Kenny Omega. I didn't even include him.
Fuck
And if
him.
you want to get TNA involved, forget that. I mean, it's just that.
I think the easiest
not
ones
gonna
that you can, the easiest ones you can get is AEW, ROH, Impact, and New Japan. Those are the easiest ones. Like I said, All Japan and WWE are the hardest. But
The
Chris,
problem-
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. The biggest problem with this is because I remember seeing Worlds Collide live and then hearing about Worlds Collide. New Japan guys rarely lost because New Japan figured it would hurt their brand. So the New Japan guys, when they did lose, quote unquote, they lost by count out, disqualification, or the old time limit draw. So basically, you have a bunch of people that where companies are going to be like, no, we're not going to lose. If we do, we have to look strong. So you'll see a ton of count outs, a ton of time limit draws, disqualifications, yada, yada, yada. And the dumb thing about having a super show with a bunch of time limit draws or a bunch of disqualifications, there's no storyline. So basically, it's a bunch of disqualifications just to save a guy's face to his home federation. So it makes no fucking sense. Because the problem with because that's why that's why you never saw WWF WCW until WWF bought WCW, and then they could do what they wanted, and then WCW guys fucking jobbed all over the place.
Well, that was because Vince. Yeah, well, that was because Vince was like, "Ha ha, I bought your assholes out."
Yeah, and then New Japan versus ROH, unless the ROH guy had felt like doing the job, every match was like a count out or a fucking double DQ or something. Like when it was Okada and I remember this, it was Okada and fucking Nakamura.
It wasn't Okada
It was Okada and Shinsuke Nakamura versus, I think it was Adam Cole and Matt Taven at the time.
So it was the Kingdom.
Yeah. The Kingdom jobbed
Well,
every
was Okada
night.
Was Okada the champ?
No, he wasn't champ at that time.
Okay, because that's the only way I would see that actually being legit. If he was holding a title, or even was Nakamura holding a title, because I don't remember. If that was the case, that's the only way we're jobbing them out. I can understand. You don't want your champions to look weak. Okay. Like, that's the same thing on the other end. If 8 ROH guys had a title, then they schmozzed it. Yeah, ROH had a big issue with that, too, where, like, so I could actually say this legit. WrestleMania weekend, like 5 years ago, they had Moff versus Owens versus Steen. Steen was I think it was a champ at the time. They legitly had him do a double schmoz to Moff because, oh, well, ROH guys can't lose. It hurts their... I'm like, this ain't Japan, bro.
That's what it was. Like, Worlds Collide. Like, I looked at Tyler, I'm like, not one Japanese guy lost clean. Not one.
Now wait, though. Will egos get put aside if it was a charity match? Like a charity show, do you think?
Still don't matter.
It still wouldn't matter because...
As soon as you have a camera rolling, egos are going to come into play. It's like, no, we don't want to do that. And the Fed
even though fans
he can't lose.
Even though fans don't really give a shit if a guy loses. Like,
No. Back that up.
What do we do?
Well, it depends on who. If it's their precious Kenny Omega, which I even called that out. Someone goes to me and someone asked me on Twitter going, where do you rate Kenny Omega 1 out of 10? I go, 7, 6. He's like a bag of potato chips. He's good at first. You leave him out for a while, he gets kind of stale.
He's boring. He does the same exact
That's what I mean. He gets stale.
Over and over again.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. He
no-sells more than The Undertaker.
At least The Undertaker has an alibi behind it.
Well, yeah, the Undertaker no sold because he was huge and it was his gimmick.
And he was
But
dead.
Kenny Omega's not even like 6 feet tall,
No.
and he's no selling all over the place. I'm just like, see, this is why I can't stand a lot of the New Japan stuff, because all they do is no sell. That's all they do. That's how they get these like 35-minute like marathon matches, because all the guys no sell.
I hate no selling. Either you sell for me or I make you sell.
That's what they do.
And Ryan, we've seen what you do when somebody no sells you.
I don't know. In my opinion, I think it depends. It depends on who's in the match,
It gets
what
their
the
attention.
story is. It depends, because I hate no selling to a point.
Where do you think WWE got the finisher mania from? They got it from Japan.
Oh no, like
Because Japanese guys would hit the guy with the finisher, kick out. Hit the guy with the finisher again, kick out. I mean, it's to the point where you need to have an army of tanks to take out a little Japanese guy.
See, that's the difference. A thing like watching
Godzilla, thank you.
Yeah, right, exactly. Godzilla.
Wait, what'd you say?
Said he calls himself Godzilla, thank you.
Godzilla.
Gojira.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
So fucking dumb. And this is why I can't stand about independent wrestling anymore. It's like a ton of guys, not saying you, a ton of guys no sell all over the place because they don't want to do a job.
You want to talk about no selling? Do you know how many, like I said, over the years of being friends with Balls, you know how many times he's told me people have no sold him in the ring, and you know what he does? It's like what Ryan did. He tags him for real. It's like, you no sell me, I'm going to tag your ass.
Right.
The funny thing is that now you have no sellers, no selling, no sellers.
If Ball said to me, he goes, look, if I were scheduled to go over in the match and they want me to look good, and then motherfucker across the ring is making me look like an idiot, he's gonna leave that ring knowing who he was in the fucking ring with. When it came to swinging them chairs, he could do it two ways. He could do it light enough to where it'll look good, or he'll make sure that chair is fucking dented.
Right.
I've seen him do both.
Dude,
I've been in the room when he's done both.
I mean, that's why people like Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, and they are such a breath of fresh air because they sell. They sell like ridiculous.
But for someone like Rhea, if someone hits the riptide, she's strong enough that should be it.
Oh, that's how it usually. If someone kicks out of one riptide, she goes up to the top, and nobody's kicked out of that.
Yeah,
I'll say a perfect
Nobody's
example.
kicked out of the second riptide.
And the things that we always like to talk about, the good old Young Bucks. Okay, 18 fucking super kicks, and someone kicks out. I kind of buy for the sole fact that the Young Bucks are fucking small compared to the people they're doing it to.
Everybody does super kicks now.
Well, that's the other problem. There's no variety anymore.
Well, before Sweet Chin Music was Shawn Michaels' thing, now everybody does super kicks. The only way they change it is because Shawn Michaels loads it up.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, it's Sweet Chin Music loads it up, where everything else is just like a super kick out of nowhere.
But I'll tell a perfect example. During the match right now, I got the match on Lashley and
Riddle.
Lashley gave him I don't know if it was a kick or a clothesline, and they zoomed on his face. He sold the shit out of that. And Lashley
Riddle sells like crazy.
Lashley, I'm not saying is a great technician in that ring, but he's a brawler. If Riddle's gonna make him look good, that's something good. If you can make him look good.
Well, Riddle sells like crazy. I mean, if it was a real fight, it would be an even fight.
Yeah.
If it was a real fight, it would be a completely even fight because Riddle can fight his ass off. So can Lashley.
Yeah, which if they did like a cage match with those two, that's a money maker.
Bro, he just won, bro.
Yeah, he won with a roll up, bro, because they have to keep him strong. So roll up.
So
Right.
I think he just re-signed a new contract. You know he's winning the U.S. title. You know he's winning that damn
Oh
U.S.
yeah.
title.
But the other thing is too, no, but yeah, like with this whole thing, like I think it all depends on who it is too. Like with the no selling, I think it depends on who it is. Like if it's like someone like the Young Bucks, I don't want to see the Young Bucks kick out of 13 fucking different things. Because they're not big enough to kick out of 13 fucking big moves.
Dude,
That's
that's
why
why I don't want to see this like cross promotion
I
thing
think it
because I
would
don't want to
depend.
see Kenny Omega kick out of the Rainmaker 5 times.
No, and that's the thing. I think it would be depending. I think it would really depend on what the card would look like. I would not. I think the dream match for that would be really would be Cena Omega. Not Omega. Sorry, Cena Okada.
Oh God, Okada
You
would
would
eat
shit.
Cena for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Cena. Here's the thing. The one thing nobody gives Cena any credit for is motherfucker at least can sell.
Why has the Big Show got a little cart?
You mean Mark Henry?
Mark Henry.
That's the greatest fucking line ever. I'm sorry. Why's the Big Show got a little cart? Well, it's a small cart.
Why is Mark Henry on a scooter?
Because he's got to
That's what I
because
meant
He
to
fucked
say.
up his leg.
Because Mark Henry has to find a way to drive around hand.
Oh, okay. It's an actual medical scooter. I thought he was just on a little motorized scooter.
No, he fucked up his leg. You could see one leg and the knee up there, which means
Yeah.
he probably fucked up his ankle.
Dude, he's
Man,
slick.
I had a trip planned once. It was to Fan Fest in Indiana, Heroes and Legends. You guys know? You guys ever
Yeah.
heard about?
Yeah, I've
about
heard
that
of it.
show?
Yeah.
So I was gonna go out to one of their last shows, and Mark Henry was on it. And like before the trip fell apart, like I had front row seats. I got us fucking ringside seats. I got it was for me and my ex-wife ringside seats. We had a meet and greet with Brian Pillman Jr. And I had us booked at the same hotel as the talent.
Shit.
Because my ex-wife was a fan of Mark Henry.
Okay.
She's like, he's so big and mean, but he's such a big soft teddy bear.
I've seen that motherfucker up close. He's scary looking up close.
Oh, I bet he is, dude. But like, he's a gentle giant. Like that dude cries at everything.
Dude, the funniest thing in the world was so I'm at a signing. Me and John used to go to the same signings, and it was we always stayed at the same hotel as the talent did because it was right in that hotel.
Are you talking about Legends?
Yes.
Okay.
I get into me and my wife get into an elevator. All of a sudden, we hear hold the door. It's Kelly and Larry Zbyszko.
Oh God.
All of a sudden, my wife goes to me and goes, "Yeah, I think Trish and Lita are going to be here." He turns to me and goes, "Hey, you get to meet Trish and Lita." I go,
real put on that thing. Like, were they just like, dude, you got to find us like a kid's bike so we can fucking get tires on this thing.
"Oh God, the tires they put on that thing."
Like we had regular tires on it, and he put his leg on it, and they just fucking crumbled underneath his weight. We need something bigger.
So
the best story about that? I got an elevator story too. So Alicia and I this was I forget how many years ago. We're getting in the elevator, and Jeff Hardy's in the elevator.
Wait, hold on. I have to ask. Sober Jeff?
No, but here's the thing. He was leaning up against the wall of the elevator with his head resting up against the wall.
Okay, so not sober Jeff.
So not sober Jeff.
Probably
Okay.
not sober. So the next, we're on the 4th floor. That's where, and then, so it stopped at the 2nd floor. Another guy gets in, and he looks over and he goes, "You're Jeff Hardy." He says it really fucking loud.
I fucking marked out real quick.
And Alicia just looks at me and goes, "Did he really just say that?"
At that time, you literally should have looked at him and goes.
I looked over at Jeff. Jeff started laughing.
I love the people that fucking mark out at these shows because he just like I kind of want to look at him and go, "First time."
But you
Well,
know what?
and
I've
but
shared elevators with some. I've shared elevators with Jeff Hardy, Vince Russo, Greg Gagne, Kevin Sullivan, and Rick Martel.
all right, let me just say this real quick. Like, the term "mark" in pro wrestling has such a negative connotation.
I use it as fan.
But if we're gonna fucking get down to the nut cutting on it, like, every wrestling fan out there, if you're listening to this, understand what I say. You're a fucking mark. That's why you're a fan.
Yeah.
Right. You're right.
I'm a wrestler. And let me tell you what, dude. I will mark the fuck out for dudes that I enjoy watching. I don't give a shit.
All right. I can tell Chris wants to move on. I can hear him. So let's go to Uncle. What are you watching, or Uncle Peckerhead?
I've been wanting to move on, but you know.
Hey, we having good conversation.
But one last thing, and then we'll move on. The only time I ever marked out was when I got a chance to meet Paige, when it was unexpected. That's the only time I kind of got jazzed up, because I'd always wanted to meet her. That was around the time when she was dating the choker, Alberto L. Jailbird.
All right. So where do we want to go with this? What you watching, and close out with Peckerhead, or do Peckerhead and then?
Whichever way you want to do it.
All right. Let's do the movie review. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds, Chris. All right. Let's get into this review. All right.
Ryan, did you watch this at all?
I did not. I'm actually gonna jump off here. I got a couple things to take care of, gentlemen.
All right.
Okay. All right, Ryan. Thanks a lot, bro, as always.
Night.
Yeah, no worries, man. You guys enjoy the rest of the show. Have a good night.
Yep.
Later.
See ya.
Night.
All right, Chris, lead us
Go
in.
for it.
It's all on you about the movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wake up.
Yeah, I zoned out.
Wake up. It's like John Paul.
I'm not one of these guys that meets wrestlers like this. I don't care.
No, but I mean,
I met Steen at a show. I was like, yeah, you're Kevin Steen. He's like, yeah, cool, yeah. And he's like, you want my autograph? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll probably lose it. He's like, oh, you're honest. I'm like, yep.
No, I'm one of those dudes that, I've met a lot of wrestlers, but yeah, okay.
Well, the thing is, I know people, like, and I met this person, and they were at the hotel, and I was staying there, and I'm just like, okay, this is getting more into stalker territory than I want to know.
Dude, you want to go, okay, I'm not trying to go back into this, but if you want to go into stalker territory, we can go into a 2-hour fucking episode on people that fucking that wait outside the fucking hotels of WWE wrestlers. We're not going to do that tonight, but I could go into a 2-hour fucking episode on strictly that.
Could I?
I know all about it. That's what I'm saying. I mean, then there are people that see people at restaurants and stuff like that.
That bothers the fuck out of me.
And it's not just wrestlers; it's other
musicians, movie
musicians,
stars, actors, yeah, like
news personalities,
sports athletes. Well, the president.
Oh, I remember, like, this is way back when I was in 5 Days Ahead, and we were actually working on signing with a bigger label, and we were getting somewhere. I remember that me and my girlfriend at the time, we went to a movie, and we actually had to see the next showing because I got recognized.
Oh.
And they were like, hey, look, it's Chris. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And all of a sudden, people are coming up to see me and fucking, like, asking me to sign shit. I'm like, dude, I'm nobody. What the fuck? Like, I just want to see a movie. And I'm like, my girl's like, go handle your fans. I'm like, all right. What do you got? Here's a pen. There you go. Yes, awesome. I hope to see you at the next show. I mean, it was weird.
Yeah, and also, too, though, like you said, there is a time and a place for everything. And out in public, it's not. If they're at a signing, that's what they're there to do. If they're at a show, there's a whole thing after the show for that. But if they're out in public, not really. It's not really the time and place to do it.
Oh, it is.
I mean, it's the same thing with. It's the same issue with, like we said. It's the same issue that we get into every argument about the idiots that go to the fucking airport to catch the flights of the wrestlers. It's the same shit. It's like, what the fuck? You have no life that you got to go and find so and so. It's the same thing with bands. Oh well, the band's coming in on this flight, or they're coming through on this tour bus. Like,
oh, trust me, I know a bunch of girls that'd be like, oh, I stayed with this band. I hung out with this band. I hung out with this band. I slept with this singer. I slept with this bandmate, and I'm just like, okay.
And speaking of awkward sex, let's get into Uncle Peckerhead.
That was, yeah.
That transition.
Oh yeah. All right. So, I'll tell a little story about how I discovered this movie. I was looking online, like on Amazon Prime. I saw, what was it? Because I was looking at one thing, and all of a sudden, I saw Uncle Peckerhead. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I saw a trailer. And so I watched the trailer, and the fucking thing rocked. So I watched it, really dug it, and actually was talking to the director and producer and writer, Matthew Lawrence, because, hey, what a great last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a great last name.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not every day, you know.
No, it's, yeah, trust me. If I've ever found someone that had my last name.
I mean, come on, like, all through high school, it was called Sweep the Leg, okay?
What is this? Randy Orton meets Legends Night?
He's looking for a legend. He's looking for a legend to strike.
Yeah, so all through high school, I was Sweep the Leg. And then partially after I got out of college, I was a trance DJ. Because there actually is a trance DJ with the name Christopher Lawrence.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that.
Yeah. And then a couple years after that, they were like, are you related to Jennifer? I'm like, she just has my last name, dude.
I wish I had her money.
I remember that. I even tweeted at her once, like, we have the last name. We have the same last name. What a coincidence.
So everyone's like, you know you look like Drew Carey, right? I go, do I have his bank account? No, then I'm not anywhere near him.
Yeah. The only thing I ever had was something when I started high school. They misspelled my last name instead of Danzo. They spelled it Dan. People thought I was related to the actor.
Oh, that's the thing. Like, as soon as Jennifer Lawrence got big, it's like, are you related to her? I'm like, I don't know. So, like I said, I tweeted at her, when people are wondering if I'm related to you. I'm pretty sure the answers are no. She tweeted back once, like, long lost cousin, like a joke.
Yeah, and if you are, I need some Christmas gifts, ASAP.
No. She tweeted back like long lost cousin.
Yeah.
I was like, cousin, and that was that. And that was the end of it. Like, it was like, ha, ha, ha. That's it. Because, anyway, so I was talking to Matthew Lawrence, and dude was really about, like, punk rock and stuff like that, and the way he wrote it and everything. So, awesome. Anyway, this is from 2020.
Yep.
Directed by Matthew Lawrence, starring... Let me get it up. Because I'm watching too much I had Evil Dead up for some goddamn reason. Uncle Peckerhead. All right. By Matthew Lawrence, like I said before. Starring Chet Siegel, Ruby McAllister, Jeff Riddle, and David Littleton as Uncle Peckerhead. This is Uncle Peckerhead. This is a independent movie, of course, put out by Subtle T-Rex. So, anyway, the plot is a punk band lands their first tour, to get known so they can play bigger shows.
Yep.
They land their first tour, but of course their excitement goes awry because first off, they lose their van. Then when they need their van, they run into Uncle Peckerhead, who has a van, who decides to roadie for them. But unbeknownst to them and everybody else, he is a flesh-eating demon come 12 o'clock.
For 13 minutes.
For 13 minutes.
For 15 minutes.
No, 13. They were
13
specific about
minutes.
that. It was for 13 minutes.
13 minutes only.
For
And then he's
13
fine.
minutes. And then he's back. Which is, man, that's a hell of a 13-minute window.
Yeah, right?
God damn, put yourself in a cage, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, and then a lot of the hijinks, there is a lot of band archetypes that I'm pretty sure, John, you could definitely get. That they're definitely true to life.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. The one thing I will say, and I'm just going to say this right off. I have known people in bands similar to this, but not as bad as this.
Was there any in those that clogged the good old toilet?
Not as bad as the one that I knew, but anyway, I could not stand that dude with the beard. I wanted to punch him.
Who,
The
Max?
dude with the beard.
Who, Max?
Max. Oh, God,
You
he
couldn't
annoyed the
stand
fuck out of me.
Max?
The gay
Yeah.
comic relief? You couldn't get behind that?
The only person in the movie I dug the most, I dug the drummer chick. was cool.
Of course.
Dude,
She was cool, and she's not bad to look at either. But, but,
no.
Abort!
but
Max was like your quintessential, like, timid singer who's great, like, in the practice room, but then when he gets on the mic, he's like, and he's all really, really quirky.
Dude,
now, the one thing I didn't get with him, was he straight or did he play for the other team?
He was both.
Oh, he was both ways.
Yeah, he was bi.
He probably was bi.
Yeah.
But it's just that when the one scene that really got me, and it's like I said, this is where I think I have been on. I mean, I've never been on tour with anybody, but I've been around enough bands that did stay in hotels. No band that I ever see in a hotel that sat there and jumped on the bed like a 2-year-old.
Are you guys talking about blowjob eyes?
I have never seen a band do that. Say, I'm going to jump on the bed while somebody else sits in a towel. No, I'm sorry. That never happens.
No, normally that bed's getting thrown out of a window.
Or they're having sex on it, but not jumping up and down on it. But I'm sorry, that's the only character that I just couldn't stomach through the movie. And just it just something about him I just didn't like. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I
I'm
had
just
no
being honest.
I had no issue with any of these characters. I thought what the fuck was the main girl's name?
Oh, Judy?
Judy? I thought Judy was at the beginning just a pain in the ass.
Well, Judy's a very driven girl. And the thing is, she's obviously the leader of the band because as she was working at 4 p.m. and she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I thought she was pain in the ass, but then you started to like her more and more throughout the movie. I'm like, oh,
I didn't hate her. I didn't hate the character.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only character I had an issue with was...
Oh, I thought he was fucking hilarious.
Okay. Well, we'll get into it.
Matt, why the fuck are you
Because
wearing
there
one of
were
her
some
shirts?
characters I had issues with, and it wasn't because It was because you were supposed to hate them, and
Everyone
they
that
perpetrated the stereotype so well.
let's put it this way: anyone that was supposed to die in this film deserved to fucking die.
Oh, trust me. When we get into it, that band that we're just, I have known tons of bands
Oh,
like that.
Dominion Rising.
Oh God.
Oh,
Creed.
I've been in
Bullets.
loud bands that were like that.
Yes!
But what, like the one scene? I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead of it because while we're on the subject of it, I'm going to say it now. When that jerk with the nose ring comes up
Oh,
Yeah.
Shiloh.
and says, "I heard you're headlining tonight. I'll just go tell them that it was a mistake. That they thought they should have gone on." Do you know how many bands I've been? Well, not me, but I've been at shows where I've either roadied or been around the band that I was friends with. That I've been seeing that same exact fight go on.
Yep.
I have seen it more than my share of times.
Oh, we got let me see. When 5 Days Ahead, when we put out our album on Pumpkin Eater, or when we put that one out,
Yeah.
and we actually started getting bigger, we would start playing with bigger bands. Now we would either go on. We had to go on either before the opening for the bigger band, or we had to go on last. If we went on right before the band,
So you needed to be the piss. You needed to almost not be the piss break because there was no way they were fucking leaving to get chill. They would
No, it wasn't
They
that.
would have left during the headline.
The headliner got mad at us. The headliner got mad at us because we would have this massive crowd, and then we'd be done, and half the crowd would leave.
But you know what? It's funny. It's funny you say that is because we always used to play the same club. We always used to play we always played the Cup in Linden. We got a write-up in the Aquarium. And then we got to play, not too long after the write-up, we played Dingbats in Clifton.
Oh God.
We brought in about maybe 30 or 40 people came to see us because of that article. And then because we weren't even the headliner. The headliner, I forget who the headliner was. It was somebody, I forget who the fucking headliner. It was somebody of magnitude. I know that. When we left the stage, half the crowd left, and he again, just like you said, he got pissed that half the people left.
Yeah. Like, all right, you might know this band, Ronnie, Tokyo Rose.
Yeah.
I've heard of them.
All right.
Never seen them, but I've heard of them.
All right, we opened for them once at Palatka Park.
Oh God. Yeah, I've heard
That was
stories.
it.
I've heard stories about the lead singer.
That was it. No, we opened once for them at Palatka Park, but we played with them 4 times at Palatka. We opened for them once. Every other time we played with them, they demanded that we closed. They demanded that we headlined.
Why?
Because they would actually play to a fuller crowd. Because we had one thing, because we knew a lot of our fans, they couldn't stay out past, they couldn't, like basically as soon as 11 hit, they were done. They had to go.
You know what? It's funny is because my old drummer, his son had a band. His son was only 17 at the time. He could play in the Cup where we were playing, but they had to go on from 10 to 10:30, and as soon as their set was over, they had to leave the bar.
Yeah, like
They weren't allowed to stay in the bar for the
Palatka Park.
rest of the shows because they were underage.
Palatka Park didn't have a bar. It was just like, it was like a sort of VFW hall.
Yeah, it was a venue
back in
hall.
Salem.
I was gonna say it was a venue hall.
Yeah, it was a venue hall.
Yeah.
And they would, and basically Tokyo Rose and other bands, they would tour. We had a thing, we just needed to be done by 11 because that's the only way our fans could do it. Because most of our fans were under 18. Because we were a pop punk band. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Right? Pop punk band 2002, 2003. Like, and here we are playing pop punk that would still be today.
Right.
That was we were a little ahead of our time with pop punk.
Oh, you want to talk about weird stuff? You're talking about how that band is like we my buddy played in a band, and he was playing in a band called Slack. I don't know if you ever heard of them, Chris.
Oh no.
No, so they played Ramones, they played a lot of everything. They opened up for Overkill at the Starland. Me and this other guy, the toilet clogger, were roadieing for that band at the time. We were hanging out backstage. While Slack was playing on stage, we were hanging out backstage back in the parking lot with Overkill by their bus. We didn't even play. We weren't even watching the band we were roading for. We're hanging out with the band in the back. We're hanging out with Bobby.
Oh my god! Like, all right, that band Dominion Rising, it reminded me of this band that always used to somehow play on a bunch of shows that we were with other bands called the Funeral Bird. It was like the Funeral BYRD, and they were like this really noise band.
So like industrial?
No, like,
Okay,
like
so like
guy
scream.
screamed, but he screamed like a bird. He didn't scream like a woo or rah. He's like wah, like loud as like a high, like screamy bird scream. Like my guitar player used to call it, like, man, it's just bird screams. That's all I hear. And it's like not even breakdowns. It's like it was like noise grind, but nothing really like legible.
Right.
Nothing really audible. It was just a lot of noise. And these guys would end up playing, be like, another band setting up. Oh, you guys got 20 minutes, right? Yeah, we'll just play 20 minutes and the other band will be ready to go. No problem. I was like, all right, whatever. And I was like, we're the Funeral Bird. And you just like, and all these people, they would give the look that those people watching Dominion Rising when they play. Like when you saw the look, like, what the fuck is this? Like, you saw the one guy, like, the one kid, he had that, like, off the eyebrow look, like, huh?
Like, the fuck?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right, John?
Yeah, I've heard. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the same look that Peck gave him, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah, I mean, and this band would play, and we're just like, what the fuck? And then, like, we'd go on 2 bands later, and apparently Funeral Bird would bring, like, 15 of their friends with them, and they'd try to, like, mosh, and it never worked. Yeah. It was interesting. Anyway. All right, so this is Uncle Peckerhead, and it starts off basically, there's a van, and the guy is getting his insides ripped out.
And his jaw taken off.
Yep. His jaw taken off. And we see the demon, and we don't know at the time, but if you see the jacket or you've seen the trailer, that this is Peck.
Yep.
This is Uncle Peckerhead. So then we have the Flash, Uncle Peckerhead. Next thing we know, we are at a coffee shop.
Or is that a bakery, I think?
Bakery, coffee shop.
This looks like I said, they're saying this is a band from Jersey. This almost looks like they tried to get a rent out of the Cake Boss. This is like his bakery. So looks like this is taking place in Newark. A lot like this, the beginning of it's taking place in Newark.
It makes sense because Matthew Lawrence now has moved to Philadelphia.
Oh, not Newark. Sorry, Jersey City.
Yeah. So, but actually, we're at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Because scones, and the guy's like waxing poetic about Judy's scones, and Judy looks over, sees that a band's name is being taken off, she's like, it's been nice, but I have to leave now because I need to rejoin the world.
I thought her
And then
scone
she asks
sucked.
this guy Amir.
We're gonna say something nice. I just love that. I thought her scone sucked.
Oh, I thought her scones were shit. And that was the one girl. And
Yeah.
the guy's like, all right. And then she sees Amir, and she goes, so I see, I forgot what band it was.
Yeah, I forget what it
Something
was.
about queefing.
Oh,
Queefing
no,
queens.
that's who they were
The
going.
Queef Queens are the headline.
Yeah, they were the headliner. The Queef Queens were the headliner.
The Queef Queen. Why did every punk band have to be like this awful, like, flatulent thing?
Something about, there was another band, they go, I forget, it was something to do with shit.
Oh, turd.
Turd, yeah.
Turd something or whatever. Oh my god. I can put it. Yeah, it's like. But they had like, so this band fell off, so you need someone open for the Queef Queens. So she gives them the demo. The guy's like, don't call me before Friday. If you call me before Friday, I'm burning the damn demo.
By the way, when was this actually supposed to be taking place?
Because they had tapes.
That's exactly what I was going to get to. Because, like, when was this supposed to be taking place? Because they've been using demo tapes, not CDs,
in punk, in the punk scene, and especially in the street punk scene and shit like that scene, demo tapes are still a thing.
I understand that, but at the same time, who the fuck owns a cassette player anymore?
Broke people.
When it doesn't work.
Broke. Did you just say broke people?
Broke, dude. A lot of punks drive cars, like a lot of like street punks drive cars with tape decks. Why? Because they're the cheapest cars you can get right now. Think about it.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time too, I know a lot of places that still do auxiliary stuff that are cheap.
Yeah. But a lot of them, those, that they do tapes.
Yeah.
Well, it's also, a different world, so.
Right. That's what I'm like, this is based in 2020. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's demo tapes.
Yeah.
And in their world, I guess tapes have taken a thing to CDs.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Yeah, because if you look at the metal guys, when the metalheads there, they're in this like really posh car, but they still have a boombox.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a different world.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like with the punk world especially, they've always been big about, demos, about tapes and shit.
Sounds better, because if it does, it's like Airheads. It's reel to reel. Why didn't you get the cassette tape, dude? It sounds like someone's stepping on my nuts.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of scenesters prefer lo-fi.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we'll record on a tape because it's lo-fi, it's scene, it's DIY, rather than basically, hooking up mics and going to a laptop and then just putting it through and then emailing the demo. But
yeah,
it is what it is. So basically, it's like a different type of thing. So she gives him the tape. He says, yada yada, but you'll burn it if she contacts them before Friday. So she goes home, and this is when we first meet Max, and Max is passed out on the floor.
He says, "Good morning." It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
After she sees her eviction notice,
she sees him, and then she just picks up a bag and drops it right. It's like, well, good morning. It's like, it's 4 p.m.
I thought you were going to clean. Well, I was cleaning, then I needed to get high because I had to clean. Then weed makes me, because I hate cleaning. Then weed makes me go to sleep, so I took a nap, and I'm sorry.
Because I needed to sleep. Yeah, and he's like, "What about you, Mel?" I had to replace my drum heads all day. And Mel is also like, "The world is bad. The world." Like,
I identify because I knew a lot of people like her too. I knew a lot of people in bands that were just like her, that just didn't give a fuck and
oh,
thought
like,
everything was cool.
yeah, they will do their things. They will do their things like that, and then, well, also people like, the world is bullshit. No matter what we do, it's always gonna fuck us over in the end. It's like, damn, can you be positive for once?
No, they can't.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. So they have the whole thing mapped on tour. It's like, she had this. All right, we need the van. Van's getting repoed.
Which, by the way, what van gets repoed by getting broken into?
Yeah, right.
Well,
And it has.
I don't think they broke into it. I think they actually had the keys. They had a key.
Oh, then yeah. I'm
Or
reading.
knowing Max,
He left it unlocked.
Probably left
Max
them in
and him
there.
being high, he probably had the door open and left the keys in the motherfucker.
That could be too. Yes, you are not probably wrong on that. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it past it. The funny thing is, like, I knew there was something bad. Creditors kept calling all last week a lot, and she's like, "Fuck!"
And then he falls down. Oh no! When does he fall?
When right next time he falls and breaks his fucking nose.
Oh yeah, it's like you have to work on your banter to the crowd because you don't want to seem amateur. He's like, "Oh well, I got it. He's like, "Hey, I'm Max. I'm playing a band called Duh, and yeah, I hope you like our music, and I hope you like music. Hope you like our music because you're special and music is special and we're special." And Mel is like, "Oh my God, please stop." and I could totally relate with that. Because when you first address the crowd in your first show, you are nervous as fuck.
Yeah, there's not many people that know how to cut promos, and if you're that natural right off the bat, yeah, good luck. You're a rarity.
Oh, you know what I did my first show? I would talk to the crowd, but I would talk to them looking at my drummer.
I know a lot of people that actually do that. Like, they would literally stare in one. So, like, as much as we don't talk about it that much, wrestling, I've seen God knows how many people I've actually seen in my, like, right at me do wrestling promos, and I did this. I was fucking nervous as shit. They gave me a live mic, said, "Here's a camera. You're interviewing, Bob, oh, God damn it. I forget what it was. But you were interviewing this guy. We're live. Go." I'm like, "Oh, well, fuck." And then you literally see Magic point him, "Talk to me." Magic is like, "Talk to me." And it was like, okay.
That was one of the reasons why, like, when I first started doing shows and all that, sometimes I wear a baseball cap.
So you can keep your eyes down?
Down, so I'd talk like, "Hey, what's up? Yeah, we're 5 days ahead from the Philadelphia Birds in Pennsylvania. And this song is like," and I would look directly down at the floor with my cap covering my face. My guitar player got so mad. He's like, "Dude, look at the crowd."
Yeah, it was Bob Evans. That's what it was. It was Bob Evans I was interviewing, and Magic's like, "Look at me." So it's like, yeah, I know what you're going through because I've had to do it.
Was that Melina actually showing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I was so shy, so I knew exactly what Max was going through with that.
Yeah, it's not easy, and if you're used to it, then you're used to it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've seen that too, right, John?
What's that?
Where bands with singers go, "Hey, we're like almost like mumble in the mic and then just do whatever they got to do to get to the next song.
Oh yeah, you know what it was? It would be like my old singer, the Clogger, would introduce the band and stuff. He unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, he's the one that kind of gave him the moniker the Zombie Master.
Ah.
But when he did it, he gave it a little extra. He called me the Extreme Zombie Master.
Ah,
And I just said, you know what? I just cut it to the Zombie Master. And I've kept it ever since.
there you go.
But he would introduce the band and he'd give them nicknames and he didn't see that they didn't know what was coming. Like we had a guitar player, his name was Dave. He called him Bleach because he was very pale. He called him Bleach. He was not happy about that. He's like,
Aaron on guitar, Bleach. What the fuck?
so our bass player Bleach. Like,
The translucent one, Bleach.
but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd introduce the band. I'm like, this is Kevin on drums, Pete on guitar, Andrew on bass, Mike on guitar, and this is, hey, I'm Chris, I'm singing, we're 5 days out, let's go. Like, I would do it like that at first because I was so damn nervous.
But you know what would get me? It's like I did the samples and the background stuff on the thing. He'd say, oh, there's on samples, and he'd go, the Extreme Zombie Master, JD or John D. He goes, and the drummer, I forget what her drummer's name was. He'd say the drummer's name, then he'd say Bleach. Then he would go to Jay, who was like the lead guitar player, and then he would go on, he goes, and the guy who wrote all the songs, and the guy who does all this, and the guy, I mean, it's like, can you kiss his ass anymore? You know, he would give, everybody else got like a 5-second intro. He got like a 3-minute intro. Oh, we used to hate that when he did that. And Jay would be like, I didn't tell him to say it. And we're like, Dave. And his talk about name changes. Let's see, the Demon Christ, the Demon Blood Christ, the Demon of Hell, the Demon of everything was demon with him.
Damn.
Oh, I could go. Like I said, I could go on for hours about him and intros and shit.
So Max's banter was what you would usually consider really, really, really bad. Like, you're special, we're special, and you're special for listening to us. It's like, okay, dude, cut.
Yeah, I love it when they're on stage and he's like, abort, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Abort. Yeah, he gets on there, it's like, we're abort.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
There it is. Hey, that was always perfect.
But you know what gets me is he seemed to be lame when that, but when it came to playing, he really looked like he knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, because like
some people
it's a
can't.
lot easier to get in your world and play and sing, do all that stuff, than it is to stand in front of a crowd with a microphone and go, "Hey, how you guys doing?" You know what I mean? You get lost in your world.
Some people can't talk. I mean, shit. Like I said, we see that how much in fucking wrestling. Some people can't talk.
Yeah, like the first show I ever played, like I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like with my head down. But as soon as the music started up, I was somebody completely different. I was going nuts, going all crazy. And then finally, I started realizing that the crowd actually dug me. But I'd always keep it sort of like humble-ish. Like, I'd go like, hey, what's up? Yeah, we're 5 days ahead. Let's go.
Now, let me ask you this, Chris, because I've noticed this. Can you talk in front of a camera, but not in front of a live crowd, or is it the opposite for you? Because I can talk in front of a live crowd, no problem. You put me in front of a camera, it's hard for me to, and do like a promo, it's hard for me to talk that way, but yeah, I can get a mic and have a live mic and go.
Well, I can talk. Well, I learned how to talk in front of a live crowd.
So you were able
to learn that,
right? But I'm saying is,
camera's easy.
See, yeah, me and you were opposite.
A camera is easy because it's one person and you just look at the camera. That's it. Or you don't even think the camera's there. Like, that's really what you do. You don't even, like, the camera's basically your live crowd.
Yeah, to me.
So you look at it, you talk into it, you do whatever you got to do. But Yeah, with a live crowd. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah. Well, that does
They're
actually
gonna be here for fucking ever.
Well, that actually does matter to the story because then the next thing, when we get to, they meet freaking Uncle Peckerhead sleeping in his truck.
They meet Peckerhead because they put things on vans, going,
Can we
"Hey,
rent
can
your
we
van?"
use your van? Yeah, let us borrow your van." And Peck basically, because the cops are looking for him, decides that, yeah, I'll roadie for you. So here we go. So they go to the first show, and this is I'm pretty sure you had a show like this before, John.
Oh yeah.
Where you basically are playing in front of the bands, their girlfriends, and maybe two people.
Yeah, just like it's like that joke in Airheads. He goes, "Yeah, lousy is to play at the end of the show. All your other playing is for the other bands and their girlfriends."
Yeah.
Been there. Oh, we've been there, done that.
But the thing is, like, even when you're closing, you basically have a full crowd for maybe like the first two songs, and then they start filing out. Unless you're like really, really known.
Oh, the only time we ever drew a big house is when we announced, typically through MySpace, if you can believe that Balls was going to be there because Balls came to one of our shows.
Yeah.
And got on stage with us and sang what's that song? Mouth of War from Pantera.
Okay.
He got on stage and sang that with us. We had about 50, 60 people in there after the set. After he got off stage, half the people left. Half the people left. Yep. And I have that concert on videotape on DVD somewhere. So, but that I know what you're talking about. I know what that is.
Oh yeah. So they play the one show, and the guy basically, oh, here's your take, $3. She's like, really? He's like, yeah. Well, you didn't. $2 people.
$1 a head.
Yeah, $1 a head. She's like, God.
This
damn.
dude, I was so pissed at. Oh, I thought you said it was a showcase. Yeah, your band's getting showcased. That's not a show.
Your band's being a showcase.
That's not a showcase, dumbass.
Oh, they know that.
I know, but I'm saying Yeah, but I'm like the promoter. Then you don't book anybody. How do you not book?
What probably happened is he booked other bands and they fell through, and rather than telling the band that was on its way, he was like, yeah, whatever.
Maybe I can make a good cut. Nope.
I love that. Do you have 3.5 hours with 15-minute breaks?
No, we got about 20 minutes.
20 minutes, maybe extra 25 with banter and a Misfits cover.
Yeah.
Now that is a starting band.
Yes, that's a band with about four. That's about 4 songs and maybe a Misfit cover.
Yeah, the first. Let me see. 5 Days Ahead's first show. We basically played our whole EP, the whole thing.
Yeah, we've done shows. We released a CD with 5 songs on it. We played all 5 songs.
Oh yeah, we played all of them, and then songs we were writing, we would play because we needed shit. And then we had a couple covers. We had a Newfound Glory cover. We had a Bangles cover. We had so many damn covers, it was ridiculous. This is when I got more comfortable. I'd make a joke like, hey, we're 5 days ahead. We're only playing for a half hour.
What is this, putting over the unused talent night on Raw?
Gotta make new title contenders.
New year, hold my beer.
New year, same shit.
This is Legends Night. Oh, what a night!
All right, anyway, let's get back into this because.
All right. So the guy goes to the bathroom. Peck, I need to go to the bathroom. Next thing you know, Peck has completely fucked
devoured.
up, devoured this dude. Judy goes in the bathroom, sees it, and she goes like, "Get the keys! Get the keys! Get in the fucking van! Get in
Yeah,
the
there's a
fucking
shot.
van. Yeah, we're going. We're leaving.
Where's the keys?
Where's the
Peck
keys?
has them.
Peck's got 'em.
Fuck.
Fuck!
We gotta go see this. Let's go see this. And then they starts vomiting all over the place.
He is 100% alive. I'm gonna go
Alive.
dead alive. DEAD. All right, you know what? Fuck.
Live. Enough.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go check to see if he's like. You may not want to go in there.
And then they show Max freaking projectile vomiting all over the place. He's like, "Whoa."
Oh shit.
Yeah, Max just projectile vomiting all over the place. Like, holy shit.
Oh, this is.
crap.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, it was not pretty.
You're 46
One,
time
two,
champion.
three. Our truth is the new champ.
46 time champion.
48 time now.
Is it? I've lost count.
Yeah, so have I.
He's going on that Jerry
Anyway,
Lawler. He's going on that
there's
Jerry.
Becky.
He's going on that Jerry Lawler rate.
Oh.
Sure.
I gotta hear it.
Uh-oh, the boogeyman. Oh, that's great. The fact that the boogeyman causes Truth to get the
Yeah.
roll up, that's freaking great.
Oh yeah. So, all right. So we have. So then we go to the next show, and this is. All right. There's always a guy.
Well, they go to the diner first.
Oh yeah, they go to the diner and they decide that they're gonna ride with Peck, because they have no other choice really.
No.
They're broke. They need to do the tour. He has the van.
And apparently money now.
Well,
Yeah.
he
Well,
jacked the
so
fucking.
promoter. I love the one thing. It's like, I just wanted to get what was right for you. Now I know what I did was a little extreme.
Yeah, a little. You
A
killed.
little?
You killed a man and devoured him. Now, let's not jump ahead.
I jumped to conclusions.
Dude, I'm
It was
sorry.
a little extreme.
I got a lot of like Maloney, freaking what's his name, the Stabler from SVU vibes from Peck.
Oh yeah. So, duh. Now is the band that you don't fuck over, because if you do, you die.
Well,
So this is when they go, I think, to meet Pisshead or whatever.
oh,
Pissface.
Pissface.
Yeah.
And all right, the bass player from Pissface looking like Seth Rollins. Dude, she's like, he's so hot. And the funny thing is, this stereotype is so perfect because, again, our bass player was like the quote unquote hot one. And he used to use his looks and his like, flirting with girls to score us places to stay on tour. Like all the time, he'd be like, "Oh, come on, we need a place to crash. It'll just be us." And, I could never do that. I'd be like, "Hey, you got a place to tour?" Like, "Yeah, garage, sleep, have fun." But it's because of Andrew that I slept in a lot of living rooms and couches.
Dude,
And bed on tour, like with running water.
I just started laughing. He goes, "Oh yeah, he probably looks like a real Fuggo." Who the hell you calling Fuggo? Like, who the hell you calling Sasquatch?
Yeah, all of a sudden she sees her, she's like, "Oh my god."
Dude, my favorite line, my two favorite lines were the drummer going, "You better fuck him."
Oh Oh yeah, the drunk. Oh yeah, Mel was like, "You gotta fuck him."
And then Peck walking in and going, "We talking about blowjob eyes?"
And
I'm like,
blowjob.
I'm like,
The funny thing is, Peck and Max Bond here is like, can you just see that guy's so hot?
yeah, he is so yummy. Like, what the
And then
fuck?
Max is like, oh my god, he's so hot, and like he's all giddy, and then we get to the sex scene, and guys, this is why when you have sex with someone, you shut the fuck up. All you say is That's all. And they're like, do you? And if a girl goes, do you like that? You go, like that. Yes. Unless you're doing some really weird kinky shit, and then you say you're safe for it. You know, Oklahoma. You know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, like, other than that, like, you know, or if she wants you to talk dirty, you talk dirty, but don't go too crazy, because I have been a victim of a girl like, talk dirty to me. So I'm like, yeah, you fucking bitch, you piece of shit. She's like, whoa!
I mean, you don't want to either that, and you don't want to hear a, oh, that's right, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass, bitch.
Yeah, you don't want to, like, well, when she says talk dirty, don't get rapey.
No, I know. But it's a running joke on that.
Yeah, the problem is when you talk dirty, it's like near rapey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like that? I'm gonna grab your one's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, whoa. Ugh.
Yeah, so basically, if you're a dude and you're having sex with a girl, shut the fuck up.
That, and if you're gonna have sex, you close the fucking blinds.
No,
Yeah,
I'm wrap it up, and also shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Wrap it up.
yeah. You learned that real quick because of after the show.
Well, the thing is, he's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh my god, oh yeah, oh, I'm coming, I can't, oh, I'm coming. And the thing is, Judy was in the mood at first, and then she's like, holy fuck. She's just like, shut up.
Well, that, and it didn't help that Peckerhead was out. That Peck was outside as the demon, watching.
Yeah, gives her thumbs up, like, ah. Yeah, Peck was like, God, but this is why. And the thing is, no matter how hot that guy looked, as soon as Judy had sex with him like that, it was over. The attraction is gone.
Pretty much.
Dude,
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the IMDb page. The promoter that gets killed literally is named as Asshole Promoter.
Yeah, that's Matthew Lawrence.
And then
I'm pretty sure that was
he was
the asshole.
No, it was Dave.
Oh, okay.
Weinheimer.
Yeah, but I know Matt is in. I know Matt plays a bit part in one of these. In one of them, but oh my god, I just see Ronnie. If you banged Dee and made those noises, what would she do to you?
So she would start laughing.
She would just laugh at you?
Dude, it would be like, literally, it would be, she would laugh, but then it would turn into, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, and she would like, never do that again.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do that again, or we're going to couples counseling.
I'm sorry. Personally, if I ever made those kind of noises, I would be like, all right, I'm either really drunk, really high, or what the fuck is going on?
See, same thing, John. If Alicia heard you making those noises, she'd probably be like, what the fuck?
Pretty much.
She'd be like, yeah, you don't do that again.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, you know, go, like, no.
You don't look like you're having a fucking seizure.
Well, first off, you don't say yeah, 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 like 'cause that's like the girls thing. She's like, yeah, yeah, you know. He's like, yeah, 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 oh yeah. Like she's just like, what the fuck?
And then Peck being outside, thumbs up.
And you happened, and you could tell when they're doing it, right? As soon as he started doing that shit, and she looked at him all funny, Sahara.
Yep.
She
Well,
was dry as shit. Just whoop, Sahara. Done.
which then leads to the next day after the show. What's
Oh,
this?
dude.
An invoice for the morning after pill?
After pill.
Invoice for the morning after pill because he came in her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm coming. She's like, what? No, what the fuck? And she was dry as shit too. Like, invoice for the morning after pill. I like that one.
Yeah. That was great.
Then we meet. Oh god, probably the biggest stereotype of them all. The overly artistic asshole lead singer of another band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't meet the metalheads yet,
Starts
right?
off normal, like, hey, got a smoke? Yeah, here you go. And mind if I
But
blow
then
it?
he takes the fucking pack.
Yeah, I mean, that was a little bit of a dickish thing, but he's like, oh, so what's your, I'm Judy, I'm Shiloh. Shiloh, Dominion Rising. She's like, okay. It's like, so, oh, bass and vocals. Oh, I'm vocals and lyricist, and I write the music, and as soon as that point, you're like, oh my god, get
Yeah,
over
I'm
yourself.
bass and co-vocals. Yeah, I'm a lead vocal and lead writer. Like, oh,
Lead vocal, lyricist, I write the music, but yeah, not all, it's like sort of human emotion, but we also get political. Like, we did a song about Laos. She's like, really? Yeah, what? You're joking.
Cause was he old enough for fucking Laos?
I don't fucking know.
I was gonna say, I don't think he's old enough to know what the fuck Laos was.
He is basically every dickish, like, avant-garde piece of shit singer wrapped in the one.
Yep.
You just wanted to take his nose ring and pluck it out.
Oh, it was the overly huge nose ring, and that was his only piercing. I've known singers like that, or a singer that will be, or a singer that he likes tattoos, but he only gets a tattoo like on his neck. No tattoos anywhere else, just on his neck.
Which is like the worst spot to fucking get one if you're trying to if you're not going to be an artist.
Yeah, but he's an avant-garde,
What the
douche.
Okay, Thunderdome just disregarded everything again. There's literally a girl on there rubbing her nipples on the fucking Thunderdome.
Because I remember there was a band I played with. With a lead singer. Like, he had a tattoo of a pen writing on his neck.
Oh, he was one of those.
Oh, dude. And I was like, oh, hey, Chris. He's like, yeah, I know who you are. But I think your music is really shallow. And the thing is, he didn't even know what the fuck like my lyrics were about. He's like, all your songs are about girls and all that. I'm like, really? No, they're not really, but whatever. He's like, you should talk about the world today and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. This is the same dude that when he did all that bullshit to me, I remember, because this is back in the day when I worked at the chemical place doing pharmaceuticals.
Mm.
And I had a tester pack of Emu X. So what I did, because I saw him in the bathroom, I got done doing my shit, had it in my pocket, rolled it all over my hand. Saw him come in, I was like, hey man, what's up? I'm Chris, how you doing? Like, right into a handshake.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, whatever. And then he goes and actually pisses and touches his shit, which said Emu X hand.
Oh no.
Dude, the notes he hit screaming on stage.
Okay, if anyone does not know what Emu X is, it's like Ben Gay.
It's like Tiger Balm to the
Yeah. It's like Ben Gay, it's like Tiger Bomb, it's the shit, it's icy hot.
And how it works, how the Emu X works, is like wherever you sweat or you use your muscle,
It
then
reacts.
It works and it gets hotter and hotter and hotter.
And
So
you
just
wanna
imagine.
know why you never put it on areas that might be sensitive to the touch. This is why.
No. I'm pretty sure Danzo can imagine this.
What?
That
Some icy
that
hot in the wrong places.
I rolled the Emu X all over my hand. Shook this dude's hand in the bathroom. Then this dude went to take a piss. With unbeknownst knowing that he had Emu X oil on his hand.
Ouch.
He touched his spot, and now Emu X oil activates based on spots where there's heat.
Damn.
So he's going on stage under lights with tight nut hugger jeans on. Dude.
Oh, he got the old Revenge of the Nerds treatment, huh?
Dude, that whole set was the most entertaining set I've ever seen him do in my life. Like, people were like, holy shit, he's really into the music. And I'm just like, I'm cracking up with my girlfriend at the time, Leslie. She's like, what did you do? I was like, well, I had this in my pocket. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, give me your hand. She smells my one hand. She's like, you didn't. I'm like, oh, I rubbed it all over and I shook his hand.
What he did next is on him.
And she's like, and then what? And then he went to the bathroom. She's like, oh my God, I'm like, uh-huh. She's like, I rubbed that shit on my back and it's still hot as balls. I'm like, imagine how hot his balls are. I mean, this dude's hitting screamy high notes I didn't think were possible. It's like, dun, 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 ah! He's hitting shit that would make the Lisa and Manowar jealous.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, yeah! Yeah! Dude, he's hitting like soprano Celine Dion notes.
He's going Whitney Houston. The pain will.
I was Whitney Houston hardcore. Like that.
The pain, instead of Celine Dion going, my heart will go on, it's like the pain will go on.
Yeah. And then the funny is through two songs, he takes a bottle and tries to pour it down his fucking pants.
Oh, that makes it worse. Because now it's just
completely.
Because now it's just going down your thigh.
Oh, dude. Then all of a sudden he started doing like this hammerman dance jump thing.
Now he's doing a fucking Irish jig.
Oh, I'm dying at the merch table, laughing my ass off, and people are like, "What did you do?" And I like showed him the emu, like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, and he just poured water down his pants. Andrew's like, "This is the most entertaining set I've ever seen them do. Usually they're boring as fuck." I'm like, "You're welcome." He's like, "Oh my God." The drummer of the band even was like, usually he's boring as hell. What the hell? Because I knew the drummer, and I'm like, here's the secret. He's like, I got to get some. And give it, and basically make him do this all the time.
The damage that actually can do, though, that's the worst.
All right, so we're gonna fast forward this because number one, you should go see Uncle Peckerhead.
Yeah, there's
You should watch this on Amazon Prime for free and rock it, and then tweet at Matthew Lawrence.
or at the nerd port. At the nerd port.
Yeah, tweet at the Nerd Port, also at Matt Lawrence,
Yes.
and basically tell him how much you liked this movie and it rocked. Because he will actually tweet you back. Because he's really awesome like that. So, anyway, we're going to fast forward a little bit here. So, they do the one, so basically, Shiloh's a dick.
Pretty
Then
much.
you're in the parking lot.
Understatement of the
these
fucking
metalheads.
dude. The metalheads. Oh, dude, the over dramatic of these fucking metalheads. I'm like, oh, good fucking lord.
Oh, they
I'm
were,
a metalhead, and I took offense to it.
they were straight up slam metal metalheads. I was like, boo, and they're like, that's why you could tell this is sort of this is more modern
Yeah.
because the metalheads are driving this really bougie car. Because the one was rich, he even said he was rich.
Yeah.
He's like, my mom and dad will buy you anything, just leave me alone. But what Peckerhead did to them, oh my god.
Dude, John, I wish you were able to get the other one.
What?
The other kill. Cause bro,
I tried. I couldn't find it.
bro, that's a Mortal Kombat type shit.
Dude, oh, the dude, that was a fatality right there.
He literally he Sub-Zero'd his ass.
Oh, he completely did. That was awesome.
Oh, dude, I was loving that. And then just you bite off the one guy's hand, throw a beer through the fucking boombox, and then rip his spine, his head off, and his spinal cord system comes with him.
Oh, yeah.
At that point, I'm just waiting.
Finish him.
At that point, I'm just waiting to hear in the background, fatality. Fatality.
Yeah. It was like, finish him.
Finish him.
Oh, yeah. And then, and the funny thing is, Mel and Max are like, whoa.
And she's like, cool.
Oh, yeah. She's like, cool. And then, yeah, Judy wakes up and they're like showering him off. He's like, oh, make sure you get it out. And
How did you?
Judy's like,
That's
oh,
actually
well.
a great question. What drugs did they give Judy to sleep through all of that?
It's called stress. It's called stress because when you're stressed as fuck and you finally get a chance to sleep, nothing will wake you up. I know that for a fact because for some reason I was stressed last night. I slept through my alarm at 5:30. I did not wake up this morning until 6:45.
Oh,
I was like, fuck. I text my boss. I'm like, fuck, I'm late. I'll be there ASAP. Yeah, so I got there around like, what was it, like 7:30. And the funny thing is my break is at 8:30. So it was like 1 hour. All right. Well, the funny thing, it was so dead. I was like, man, I just should have been like, you know what? I have time. I'm going to call out. But yeah. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, back to the movie. So the next so then we have them arriving at the venue and Shiloh's like, this is the one where John was like, excuse me, I think there's a mix up.
Yeah.
He says that we're opening for you.
yeah.
And she's like, yeah, she's like, yeah, oh, all right, good. Yes, that's what it says. She's like, all right, good. Well, all right, cool. We're on the same page. We'll just go in and tell him of the mix-up. Inform them of the mix-up. Get the set time switch. She's like, No, he won't.
There's no mix-up. You're opening for us.
And then he starts saying other shit and all that, and that's when Peck like leans on the horn, like, "Arr!"
Hey, hands off the truck there, hombre.
Yeah, and then, all
Both-
right, we have to talk about Dominion Rising's set.
Oh,
If you
God.
can call that a set.
Power.
Dun,
Death.
dun.
What is part? Oh my God! Like with a black crow, and you set him free. But didn't you know that black crow is me?
Ugh.
The funniest part. See, I wish you had pictures of that. Of during the set, these people are just giving these side eyes, like, what the fuck?
Well, if you can find pictures too for movies, by all means, go for
They
it.
didn't have
Yeah,
any. I even
I
looked. They
forgot.
didn't have any.
Dude, I mean, that shit was fucking hilarious. The guy's like, it was like the one kid giving this like almost like rock looking eyebrow, but it's not an eyebrow, it's a side eye. Like they're just looking like, he's like, and it's just like power, greed, power, something, bullets, war. And then Dub puts on a song, and it's really catchy and good. It reminded me of like early Green Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this douche is like going, but no, when he's trying to do this. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, douche?
What is he? He's a douche.
Oh, he's a complete douche. And then they arrive at the girl's house.
And they're all staying at the same house.
Oh yeah, they're all staying at the same house. They have 2 rooms.
And they take the douches take the bigger room.
Which,
Yeah,
by the
douches
way,
take the big
my
room.
favorite
And then
my favorite
they
line is
try
the
to
girl.
kidnap Dub.
Yeah, the girl literally pulling out her switchblade, going turf war.
Oh yeah, Mel. Turf war.
Turf
I
war.
like the term, man.
Mel rocked.
Dude, I almost thought that was the girl from I almost thought that was the girl from American Pie. The one that played Tara. Mel, the one that plays Tara Reid's friend.
Yeah, Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah. And then I looked it up. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, it's an unknown, but it looked so like her.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Ruby McCall. Yeah, it was Ruby McAllister.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then Chet Siegel. Chet reminded me of like a Chet reminds me of a Zoe Deschanel meets Tina Fey type.
Yeah, I was gonna say she has a very big Zoe Deschanel type look.
Yeah, then you see her with glasses and she totally is like Tina Fey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know-
and then Jeff actually makes the music though. That's the cool part. Jeff actually makes the music for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Max. So then they try to kidnap Duh.
What?
And it's 12 o'clock, right? Like, yeah, why? And all of a sudden, Peck just bursts through.
And splattered. I guess he splattered him against the wall. And the next thing you know, we're sitting in the car
Well,
where the grandmother and the girl are tied up in the back, and everybody's covered in blood.
That's what I didn't like. I didn't like that girl and the grandmother tied in the back. I'm like,
well, you know what? We missed one other thing. Before all this, before they got kidnapped and everyone got kidnapped, Peck. They found out Peck killed 2 more people at the hotel.
Right.
yeah. Yeah, so because his great insulin was water.
Yep.
His great thing was water, so he's staying hydrated. Yeah, so
Dousing yourself with hydration.
maybe hydration does help. Who knows?
No, but
Then-
the one scene when they go back and say what happened, apparently when he was killing the other band, he ripped that sucker's heart out, and it caused him to have uncontrollable diarrhea when he ate his heart.
Yeah, it's like, we're covered in your shit. I know. I know you were covered in my shit. I'm sorry about that.
Dude, the Asian dude getting hit with the bat, I was laughing my ass off because of the fact that the bat, the guy they used, you can tell was a dummy, and the head was bobbing up and down. I'm like, oh my god, that's so bad.
Oh yeah.
I shouldn't be laughing at that because the dude supposed to be seriously hitting him in the head with a bat, but I'm just watching that and I'm just like, oh, this is funny as hell because I'm just watching boing, 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 the fucking head bouncing back and forth.
Ronnie, did you watch this?
No. Nope.
See, what I'm wondering is then is in the car, but why are the girl and her grandma tied in the back? I would have been like, you saw nothing. It would have been like, it wasn't us. You saw nothing, and the girl would have been like, got it, gotcha.
Yeah, she would have clearly said, yeah, got it.
Yeah. So then tries to get rid of Peck when they're gonna play for the show.
Which, okay, now here's the part where it gets bothersome for me when we get to this part. After the whole thing with Peck, when they get to the last show, we'll get into it when we get towards that. Because that I had an issue with at the end. But yeah, they're sitting there saying, we're covered in your shit. We shouldn't be with you. You stole somebody's car. Or somebody's van.
Yeah. And then we have, then they go and they're going to open for the Queef Queens. And Jen Jennings, who was played by Shannon Patricia O'Neill.
Yep.
Of the Upright Citizens Brigade.
Oh, Christ. Him again.
Boy, they just completely shat all over the Fiend Randy Orton thing. No Alexa Bliss, no nothing. Boy, this was a shitty Raw.
That they did. They talked a little about Randy Orton, but they didn't talk much.
I'm guessing he's going to be next.
Bro, they shit all over the legends.
Yeah, Carlito was supposed to be there tonight, never was here.
Ugh.
Oh, God, here we go.
Oh, this is going to be boring as sin.
All right, so anyway, Peck leaves. They find a van with the two people kidnapped.
Okay.
They go, is that your van? And she's like, and this is when they get arrested. They don't even get a chance to play in front of Jen Jennings.
Why does she take the fucking fall?
Yeah, that part was a little hard.
I was going to say, there's two parts to this that I can understand. Why do you take the fall when it's not your van? Okay, but B, the only reason you take that fucking fall is for the publicity they get later.
Well, they took the fall. Well, I think they took the fall because he left. And the thing is, he's not the owner of the van. So basically, now the van's stolen.
Right.
So it's like, is that your van? Well, I guess, yes, it is. Because it has their band equipment in it. So automatically, they know right away. But then it was all cleared up anyway because the girl was like, the band actually did nothing. It was this guy.
Yeah, which, by the way, great amateur sketching.
Oh, yeah. And then, so basically then Doug gets released almost like Lone Rangers, the live in prison thing. So it's their first show and their big album showcase. And then Peck shows up and, of course, we're good to think that hell breaks loose.
Oh, they're screaming. There's a bunch of people dying at midnight.
But here's the thing. Is this all in Judy's head before they actually play the showcase?
But you know what, too? One thing you're kind of glossing over when they had all the courtroom stuff, It was very West Memphis 3 type stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
other thing is too is how do they get their house back? How do they get their home? How do they get where they were living back? How do they get the money for that?
But what?
They got. I mean, unless you're thinking that it was all in her head, because before they go and play their first show back, they're back in their home. That was had an eviction notice on it.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Because they were released and all that, they bought it. Because they all of a sudden were they had a label deal. I'm saying the first show where they see him again, I think that is where, like, I think that's in her head.
Yeah.
Because why would Peck come back to them when he's on the run?
Right.
Because if he kills a bunch of people at their show, everybody's going to know Duh's not the guy. Not the one.
Right.
Right.
And holy shit, did Raw end abruptly.
Yeah, did you see that too?
2 weeks in a row.
No. The difference is with this one is last week, Raw at least let you on a cliffhanger. This, they actually they cut the black with, Drew's going to fight Goldberg. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, this was a shitty Raw.
Fuck, we're talking about a match compared to murder.
Yeah, Raw is poor. All right, let's finish this up.
Yes.
So, that is Uncle Peckerhead. Well, the abridged version.
Yeah, right.
Go see it.
I say, well, if you've ever been in a band or know people in bands or a part of a scene, watch this movie because just the band parts will make you laugh.
Yeah.
Because we've all known a Shiloh. We've all known the dude who was the pretty boy.
I mean, hell, even if you're in the wrestling scene, you all know the same type of people.
Yep.
Even like the band members of Duh, like, are all like archetypes you know in bands. And the thing is, they got this so right.
Yeah.
With the bands and all that, and the horror elements were funny. The jokes landed. Even like Peckerhead's like, I know what I did was a little extreme.
A little.
Yeah, that was the funny part. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I didn't think I was going to like it, and this is a hidden gem, and I can see why this was rated one of the top 10 horror movies of 2020.
I mean, it was all right. I didn't hate it. The only character I was a little annoyed by was the Max character. I wasn't crazy about him, but that was the only part that I took away from it.
Like, what didn't you like about him? Like,
he just seemed too corny for me. You know, I mean, he overdid it on the cheese factor. That's what I thought. That was my only gripe with him. It's like they overdid it with him. You could be silly, you could be a little off in the head, but they overdid it with him. With the whole stuff with the pool and jumping on the bed and falling on his face.
Him sniffing his hair.
Yeah, I mean, it was he overdid it.
Yeah, Max was like every like creepy band guy. That was like also Juvenile.
Yeah.
Judy was very businesslike, and Mel was really the glue.
Oh, Mel just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but she also was like the glue.
Yeah.
Because remember, Judy's like, we're done. And Mel's like, no, we're not. You can't be. And Max was just there for the ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really like this movie. The music rocks.
You know what it is? I'll say one thing. I'm not into that kind of music, though. I mean, I don't hate it, but it was not a music that I grew up on. I grew up on, speed metal, heavy metal, and stuff like that. Do I like some punk stuff? Yeah. I love the Ramones. A big Ramones fan, but that's about as far as it stretches. You know.
Yeah, this was more like early Green Day hardcore punk.
Yeah, I wasn't really into Green Day. I mean, they were okay, but they weren't really my cup of tea. But it's just my opinion, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're not into punk rock, it's gonna be the music's not really gonna get you because this is a punk rock movie.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, like so. I mean, I loved the music. I don't know. What did you think? Did you like it, Ronnie?
Oh yeah, I loved the music because I grew up with that type of stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
Granted, like I said, here's the thing. We keep going back to this, but being from Jersey kind of is like if New York was the punk type era, like Jersey always had punk rock, had that type. We have areas that like the big everyone's like, "Oh, well, this and this." I go, "You think about it, is the biggest thing for wrestling and music have always been the Northeast or mainly the tri-state area where it's Philly, Jersey, and New York, especially for music, where there's a lot of iconic smaller places like the Stone Pony and like CBGB's back in the day. And then you go out, other than LA, you have all these other ones that are in these areas where all these smaller bands, you paid $20, you got a night. You had a night out. You could go, if you were just wanting to get out and you didn't care what you listened to, you could go to a fucking concert or go to a show. Here's $20. You have 3, 4, 5 hours of fun.
yeah.
But
Like,
I mean, obviously now you can't get that due to COVID, but hopefully that's something
Yeah.
that doesn't die that when everything starts coming back to normal, because that's something that I think every kid, every like 16 to 21-year-old needs to experience.
Yeah.
like, I mean, especially if you're into like, I mean, because this is like the lifeblood really of like the punk and the hardcore and all that are the really underground shows, the ones that like are in someone's house or someone's basement
Right.
or at a club you never heard of before.
Right.
Like that's where the scene really gets its legs. I mean, because there are other like, oh well, there's this, it's like, oh, if you didn't make this club, and that's how punk rock was. And it's like, because they couldn't play the bigger clubs because they weren't really popular enough, or they decided not to play covers, so they played their own originals. So all of a sudden, you wouldn't see a punk rock band or a really good one at these big clubs. You would see them more at a dive.
Like
Right.
you look at back in the 80s. Great example. Go back to the 80s and look at like the hair metal movement. If you went out to LA, how many clubs were there out in like that were dive clubs that were ridiculously famous for hair metal bands?
Oh, trust me, I could do a whole show on shit with that. I remember all those clubs.
But I'm saying that's almost
what made the Sunset Strip.
Yep, and
The Roxy.
the Roxy, the Rainbow,
Roxy,
the Rainbow.
the Rainbow.
Yep, that's what made the Sunset Strip.
But I'm saying that's almost like here when it came to like punk rock and stuff like that. You had CBGB, you had the Stone Pony, you have. I mean, now you have more. You had HOB back in the day. You had. Oh God, damn it. Starland Ballroom. I don't know. You had Hamilton Street and fucking Central Jersey. Hamilton
you
Street.
have nowadays you have the VFWs
Yeah.
because they're cheap to rent out. You can run a show, and really, they don't really give a shit what you do as long as you don't like vandalize it.
Yeah. I mean, there was and we'll get to this last thing before we close it out. There was a company I used to go to, and I kind of personally want to do this, is where it was pro wrestling and indie punk bands. And it would be a 3-hour wrestling show, but in between intermission, an hour for that, and then a 15 minutes or 20 minute set of indie punk bands. And they would get 4 bands, and they would do a 3-hour wrestling show. It's a fucking marathon show, but it was something that was fucking awesome. And it was in a fucking little VFW hall, booze and everything. It was a fucking blast. Actually, Chris, you know the owner. It was fucking El Jefe.
Yeah.
He used to run that shit. He used to do that.
Oh. Cool.
And I went to one of his shows. It was fucking awesome. I would love to see something like that because it fit perfectly together.
Not a 3-hour though. My God.
No, it was more like a 6-hour fucking show.
Yeah, that's too much.
That was too much. It was 3 bands. They played a 30-minute set, but it took them 15 minutes to get their shit together. Then you had a 3-hour wrestling show. Oofa.
Yeah, no. See, just have a wrestling show, whatever, then have like the bands play like 20-minute sets.
Yeah. But you get what I mean. But I'm saying other than that, like there were things that were cool like that. And that's what, honestly, I hope shit like this is not the effect of COVID. Like, I hope things come back. I've already seen smaller venues like Starland Ballroom just put out when they're running their first show. And they're looking like they're going to start running in August of this year. So
yeah,
see how that.
See what happens.
I was gonna say, see how that goes, but at least it's some of these smaller venues are like, all right, we're gonna try to come back, which is great.
Well, that's the lifeblood of the punk scene. I mean,
Yeah.
Also, it's basement shows.
Yeah.
And like backyard shows. Like that's really the lifeblood of the punk scene, especially like the pop punk scene. I know, like, you'd basically have a practice. Or you would open up your garage. If you're playing in a garage, all of a sudden people show up and you have your own little garage show.
Yeah, Stone Pony has... Oh, fuck that. I hope that show does not... I hope the show goes on. Primus is playing the Stone Pony. Oh, fuck.
I'm saying, like, that's what these little things, like, when they played at a house, I mean, that was...
Yeah.
When they played at a house, you see a truck go by the window that Mel's. I was like, oh my God, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
They caught it just at the right time. I was like, yes. Like, you see the truck go right by. I'm like, oh my God, that is just so true. You playing cabins. I remember when I was in Connecticut, we played this like cabin in the woods. It was like a stage in this cabin in the woods, and we're like, what the fuck are we doing in a cabin in the woods? We're gonna die. And people came to this cabin in the woods, and the reason why they did it was because it was away from a lot, so you could get really loud. People didn't care. Like, it was cool. Like, basement shows in Philly, like, I mean, that's the lifeblood of like the punk scenes, like basement shows, backyard shows. Like, especially if you have a cookout. You have a couple punk bands play a cookout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is. And that's fun because you're not really charging for shows. You're just having bands play to people. And if they have merch, they make their money with that. And that's what it was. And I felt that this movie definitely captured the DIY nature of the punk scene. Of like the pop punk, like, you know, punk rock scene. I thought they really captured it.
Yeah.
So yes, this is a definite recommend, especially if you were a rock and roll kid, if if you are a punk rock person, you love horror movies, you'll dig this. Trust me.
I'd recommend it. I would recommend it, but I just would be like, it's a little cheesy in spots, I would say. But
Well, that was the point. It was supposed to be a mix of horror and comedy, which it hit perfectly.
Yeah, it's a fun horror comedy that rocks. Like, a rock and roll horror movie's never gonna be like this really serious auteur movie. It's gonna be fun and rocking, and this was fun and rocking. I mean, watching Dominion Rising set is so full of goddamn belly laughs. Like, you have to rewind it several times to catch every ridiculous glance or every little nuance they did of a way too like douchey art rock band.
Yeah.
I mean, you see Mel's look, you see Max's eye look, you see people in the crowd, you see Pac, and then you look at the drummer and like the other, and they're just like, they think that their shit doesn't stink, and everybody around them's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Oh, I've seen bands like that where they go on and like people wait, they go, what the fuck? And they go, you know what? Hey, there are people hanging outside. I'm just gonna go outside.
But all right. So next week we are doing Cobra Kai season 3.
Yes, a character study of the characters in season 3. We're talking about them all, like motivations, maybe if, like, can they be redeemed? If they can be redeemed, other things about them, and then our thoughts on season 3, of course, and then predictions for season 4, which is going to be in pre-production. Actually, going to be filming in a couple weeks.
Yeah, yes. But it won't be coming out until 2022 or late 2022. That's what I've been hearing.
I heard it could come out around Christmas this year, or probably it's going to be January 2022.
Yeah, we'll see, because it depends on how the world goes, and they might do what they did this time and drop it a week earlier. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, well, thing is, like, the biggest thing they have to worry about is filming.
Yeah.
After you get that, you can do all your posts and stuff like that
at home
in a controlled environment.
Yeah.
Where COVID probably won't be a problem. The only place COVID could be a problem is when you're filming. I'm pretty sure, though, they're going to have all of them get tested almost like every day.
I think SAG is actually making that a requirement right now.
Oh, yeah. Which means they'll probably bubble it.
Oh, definitely. They'll make it a bubble.
Yeah.
All right, then. With that being said, that is our show. Thank you for the people that had joined in late. I put this as a separate recording, Chris. So the recording's going to go up on YouTube.
Rock and roll.
And I should have the iTunes situation back up soon. I've been having some issues with cover art. They're not letting me post something because the cover art's not correct. It's fucking bullshit.
All right.
Freaking Podcast Garden. Cool. Woohoo. But with that being said, follow us on all our social media accounts. Follow us at the Nerdport Network on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, Instagram, OnlyFans. Who the fuck knows anymore? It's everywhere. We're everywhere now.
OnlyFans? I'm not taking my shirt off, man.
But if you want to follow us also, all of us individually, follow me at F and Ronnie.
Follow me at Trips NXC. And you have a problem, if you have a problem with the tank, like Lola Snow said in The Loved Ones, cry. Just cry. Anyway, Trips NXC.
And the Zombie Master, and, well, what can you say? Football season is the the heartbreak for Jets fans, that part is over now.
I can see clearly now, Gase is gone.
Don't fuck up the draft.
Oh,
They will, of course. You know they will. But anyway, we'll get into that on Wednesday.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
we will talk about the tank job on Wednesday. We will talk about Adam Gase being fucking fired.
Oh yeah.
We will talk about
Man.
the playoff push is officially here.
Yeah, and we'll give our predictions for the playoffs, and we will definitely probably talk about a lot of salt that New York Giants fans have.
Well, I will also say, I believe, if I am correct, that this week is also the lead up to the a big UFC fight.
Oh,
Too. Holloway Qatar. Yes, I am right. Or no, that's the 16th.
oh, okay.
It's the 16th. Sorry.
This will be I think I'm thinking here. Oh, no, this will be the second to last show before we'll be talking a little bit of hockey.
Yes, and we will go through, and I know, Chris, you really don't like doing this, but we will also go over some lines for Vegas when it comes to hockey.
Yeah.
That I can find, and maybe some baseball stuff, but we have a little bit of time for that.
Yeah.
And I will predict it now, the Jets will win 4 games next year. With that being said, that is our show. The check is cleared, and we will see you on Wednesday.